cure COVID. If you have extra babies, it really helps.
We are live.
Oh,
Yay!
right. Hey, guys. We're going to cut that out, right?
Okay.
Do we have sound?
Yes. We need to check it with the people.
Yes. Hello! We're finally here. Sorry for the delay. So sorry.
Yeah, it looks like the sound is on.
Yeah.
Please give us feedback if it's loud enough. Yeah, I'm sitting in Rick's seat now. It looks a little bit low. I'm gonna just boost it a little bit up so that we can do that. Could you put the mic gain up just a little bit?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna just knock it a little bit down. So
Video dive. We're used to 30-minute delays anyways.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, by now you probably are.
Yeah. Terribly sorry.
Now, we also have 3 cameras working. You're
Yes.
welcome.
Yes. It
Last
has,
time they
been
wouldn't
a
work.
challenge, and
Yeah.
the heat has not helped.
No.
As you may notice, there is a bit of background sound here. So, because of the podcast, I want to make it easy for us to do noise reduction. So we're just going to do a little moment of silence so we can record the background noise.
Okay, yeah. What do you want to do?
Now,
Basically from now, right? So now. Okay, now. Okay, sure.
Rick. And
There
thank
we
you.
go.
I think I
Thank
shot
you.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good to know.
So,
Squitch, squitch, squitch.
I'm not GMing today.
Haha, plot twist.
But,
You can't leave.
Am I GMing today though?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
that will be a
so,
thing.
Not allowed. Not allowed.
I'll just do a really quick introduction since we're a little bit delayed. We won't spend too much time on news or anything else. No.
I'm just going to say thank you to Video Drive for complimenting my makeup. I am
Yes.
doing
We
my
have-
pansexual
we have a
pride because it's Pride and it's probably the last stream we're doing during June.
Yes,
So
probably.
happy Pride!
Rin,
I'm
Rin,
bugging
first
up.
off, Rin, get out. Plus, we have a tradition now
Yes,
where people describe the other characters.
yes, we do.
Who were we up to?
I'm guessing it's Tonya or you or Rin. So it just depends which one we want to do. Tonya doesn't want to do
Tanya's
it
not
today.
ready yet. I think it's because she's going to spend half an hour talking about how stupid Phil's face is.
Probably. No, so, yeah, just welcome to episode 48 of the Kestrels. We are a Dragon Age tabletop RPG podcast. We play a group of Inquisition agents known as the Kestrels, and right now we are trying to help save the world from Red Lyrium and Corypheus and Red Templars and Tevinters.
Eco warriors.
Yes.
Of another kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're here trying to stop spicy rocks.
Mariam says, "Oh wow, you're so pretty." Thank you from all of us.
Yes, we are all pretty.
I don't know this. Who's this person? Who's this? This is a new person.
I think this is a new person. Welcome.
Welcome!
Yes. So maybe Rick wants to do the introductions today of all the characters because it's been a while since you've done that. So why not?
Has he ever?
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I thought we
yeah.
agreed that Sunniva would do it every time because it's hilarious.
It was, I mean,
I don't think Gaffy will like it because I'll just call him a fuckboy, but it's in a proud way because Spiro will think it's cool that he is.
Rest assured there will be a Dr. Phil episode. It's in the works.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the rule book down if I need to pick it up.
I think that
I
Phil
play
has an
fan.
obsession
I'm
with
biased. I'm biased
Yeah.
Sunniva.
Yes.
I'm biased Sunniva. I play fan. I'm his buddy.
And
He's my
Lucherdrim,
fellow fuckboy.
Lucherdrim says that my boyfriend is now being subjected to y'all. So
Aw.
you're welcome. Welcome.
I just as a note to him, in case you're wondering, GMing a group of all-female gamers is it's horrible. They are
You
Monsters.
Yes.
They come up
such
with
monsters.
new ways to kill people that doesn't involve death. Death would be easy. Death would be great. I miss the days where it was simply all about violence. No. They will tear your heart out and leave you hollow.
Okay, so character introductions and a recap from last time. Rick, go.
Just having like a PTSD moment, but it's fine. So first of all, we have on my right here is the lovely Anita playing Valeth, who is essentially like the Ravenclaw. If you need to know something, she doesn't even need to roll. However, if you need her to make a decision, someone's going to die, basically.
Well, she's gotten a lot better at it.
That's true.
More enemies die this time.
Yes.
Yes.
Not so many friends.
Depending on your definition of efficiency, there is a wake of dead people in her wake. We have the lovely Sunniver who's playing Firl. I say playing Firl. I'm fairly certain if you give her 2 daggers and a shorter haircut, there will be less banks unrobbed in Oslo, and probably less people shanked.
I tried to have shorter hair, that didn't happen. So I don't think that's the magic thing that does it.
No, it isn't. It's the outfit. I mean, when you put the outfit on, you wherever at the con, you become someone else.
It's the snark.
It's the snark.
Anyway. She's the rogue.
Yeah.
Yes.
In case you were wondering.
Yes, I kind of come with a nickname, but I can't think of it.
Just one second. I'm just going to do this.
And I'm going to do this.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Cheers!
We survived.
It's so warm that the drinks are having so much condensation that I need 2 hands to hold the bottle.
Yeah, they're slippery.
My energy drink is evaporating. I'm licking air. Now, we have Gaffy over here. Gaffy is
Played by Tonya.
And is a bit of a ladies' man, if you know what I mean.
Not much like them.
No, not really. No, actually, it's pretty tragic. It makes K-pop dramas look like Disney movies.
Pop dramas even? K-drama, darling. K-drama.
They have K-pop stars
I
in them.
would watch K-pop drama.
I mean,
Harangue.
I think that's called reality.
Yes.
But, you know.
Yeah.
You done?
Anyway.
Yeah.
He's the pretty decent big boy.
Pretty decent big boy.
Have you checked?
I can do it in game. And finally, we have the lovely Rin over there playing Tham.
The man.
Tham the man, who is the blunt instruments, the kunari with the kunarist.
Puff.
He's basically the drummer of the band.
He's half and half. He's half human, half Kunari.
Low key, but if he wasn't there, you'd notice. You know what I'm talking about. Now, what else do we need to add? Anything else?
What happened last time?
Believe last time. For those of you who weren't here, we are literally like around 5 episodes to the finish. So if you don't know what's going on, I'll try my best, but don't be worried if you're like, who's that guy?
That's fine.
After a long fight with this emerging villain known only as the Liar, it was finally discovered that the Liar was none other than their big friend, the apothecary, who we knew was actually an awakened Darkspawn, who turned out to be the worst fear.
I'm still crying.
I keep getting told by Sunniver that I knew this.
I did.
I guessed this. I know, that's why I took so long. This great discovery was made while they were trying to save the life of the Claire, who had actually already been killed, but was hanging on just to give them the message that the Liar who was who it was. Discovered right when Firl confronted him. They also found out that half of the Tevinton agents actually turned out to be masked, awakened Darkspawn, and chaos ensued. After the fighting was over, Firl had returned, letting the apothecary leave, but with vials of antidotes that he'd been working on as some sort of prize. One of those seems to have cured Valeth of her red lyrium poisoning. The other seems to have cured Kaida of possibly poison. Now, what the apothecary meant about one will save someone from the red lyrium and the other will rectify Keth's betrayal, that has yet to be resolved. Belisar, Gaffy's brother, or half-brother, technically.
You said his name right.
Yay!
Low standards mean lots of validation. So good.
Does Rick get a fate point now for doing good?
Yes. Yes, Rick does. Thank you. I agree.
Oh yeah, for those of you who haven't watched this stream before, we have a thing called fate points, which means that whenever someone makes fan art from the show and send it to us, or if they buy merch and post a picture of it, or make characters or plot suggestions that we use in the show, you get a fate point, which you can use to help us re-roll things if things go very wrong, or to help Rick re-roll things if you want us to suffer more.
I mean, I think it's less about suffering and rather subjecting you to a really cool story.
So right now, Ryurai has 9 fate points, Lutragem has 3, Jamie has 1, and Charlie's dragon has 1.
So we don't need any more art, and please stop.
We want all the art.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
We love you all.
We do.
Yes.
It's been an absolute
Did we
privilege,
mention the
actually.
fan group on Facebook?
No,
we'll
we
get
haven't.
that to the. We'll get that.
Yeah.
To the
We'll do that at the end.
That's
Fan
actually a
group,
little bit of a discount.
Facebook.
So
search.
Belisar.
Yeah.
So Belisar, who had been wounded and is also dying of red lyrium poisoning, is in a relationship with Luna, who is rather angry at Gaffy. Can't imagine why. And Gaffy is in a bit of a what's the expression? Relationship, quotation marks, with Kaida. And that's where it gets really complicated, but I'll get to that in game. I think that covers everything.
Yeah, I think so. Most of it.
It does also.
So if you live in this fantasy world, if you kiss someone, you're in a relationship with them.
Clearly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they haven't had the talk yet or anything, but
They kissed, so that's the seal.
So, a bit of a context here.
Facebook status, it's complicated.
It's complicated and ancient and
Yes.
magic-y.
yes.
I do think we're going to have a Dr. Phil episode.
Also, Ryudai Art says you don't want more art, Rick? Really? Really?
You just pissed off the dragon.
Did I make a fan art of the GM getting eaten by Kaida's dragon?
Yeah, that would be
Or
something.
Kaida.
Kaida is the dragon.
Or
Or
at least
very,
very,
very
very
intimidated.
intimidated.
That Kaida ate.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
He doesn't
Moving
wanna talk
on.
about this.
Let's get into the role-playing aspect, shall we? 'Cause-
Yeah. Because Sunneva's already there. And so
When am I not there?
yeah.
it's a good question. Now, it's the problem with notebooks, isn't it? Way too many. Well, we're going to actually continue right off from where we left. Valeth,
Yes.
you're cured.
Yeah.
Lying on the ground, looking up at the stormy sky.
Being held by Feral, if I recall correctly.
Yes, right after Valeth had gone crazy and tried to kill y'all.
I didn't go
Sorry,
crazy.
Keth.
Keth tried to kill me.
I always forget Keth.
Yeah.
Veileth? Veileth? Oh my god, this is
Keleth?
a whale threat.
Wait,
Fan
Threat?
is standing not too far away with the sword. If I recall correctly, rather disturbed by it. I
think he's
remember.
wrapped.
He's wrapped it in the bandage, hasn't he?
yeah.
Than, who's meant to be immune to the effects of red lyrium, by the way. Belisar is currently finishing up his romantic interactions with Luna.
So romantic.
Romantic. And
Public.
Gaffy and Feral is holding Valeth. Gaffy and
He's holding
Keth,
Kaida.
Kaida? Yeah, that's right. Who is starting to show signs of improvement. And Keth is standing there. I do believe you found his arm,
Yeah.
which was knocking at the door trying to get out.
Yeah.
And he's currently white-faced. The scene is rather quiet. Doesn't look like there were any other survivors of Belisar's group. Although you can hear from the cave people choking on their own blood and dying.
So business as usual?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Of the enemy, there are no signs. They either were killed or they fled.
This potion that cured me, did it also heal, like, the damage that the crystals probably did at the end? Like, I threw up crystals and stuff? So,
The crystals were removed.
yeah.
The damage, however, will have to be healed.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So, right now, I imagine that I can't really talk too much
No.
or, like,
your
do
throat's
too much.
perforated.
Yeah. So, she'll probably just be, like, coughing and wheezing, probably blood trickling out of her mouth a little bit.
In fact,
still.
hang on. It's going to take you probably several years to get over the respiratory issues that this has caused.
Probably. I mean, I lost over half my hit points last time, so I'm at 30 health now, totally.
Just for the sake of for context here, had you not received that antidote,
I would have died. Or become a behemoth.
It would have been an interesting other episode, and there would have been a lot of hate mail for me again.
Yeah. Okay, so my character is probably incapable of speaking right now, so...
I think Furu will call for Gaffy and say something snarky like, "Hey, love boy, stop snogging with Kaida! Valet needs your help!"
He's not snogging.
No, she doesn't care.
I mean, it'd be
they
like...
They were hugging.
He was holding her because she's weak, but he...
Than kind of just puts away the sword, or puts it back to where it was strapped or whatever, and comes over to help Alice.
She smiles weakly because she's in pain, a lot of pain, but at the same time, she looks better than she did.
Than very gently sort of lifts her up a little bit so that she's sitting a little bit more upright and just supports her. Are you alright?
I don't think she's able to speak. She needs healing. She needs someone to do healing magic on her right now.
You look different. Your eyes. Your eyes are blue.
Brace.
Valeth just rummages around in her bag in search of a little mirror or something and holds it up and
I've never seen you with blue eyes before.
And then she looks at Farrell what just happened? She can't say it, but she's that's the look she's giving you.
I gave you a potion. The apothecary gave me a potion. You were dying. You had crystals. I mean, yeah, you know.
Hey, you two, just for shits and giggles, would you guys mind rolling empathy? You can roll deception.
Perception. Cool.
They're deception.
Deception? Why
Yeah.
deception?
You've forgotten already? Hey, crack.
16.
The one that I broke? But I don't know what that was for.
He told you.
I don't remember.
16?
Wait, am I supposed to roll?
Nah, you're right. No, it's fine. You're good. It's okay. Continue.
21 on deception, I guess. But I didn't lie. I said the apothecary gave me a potion to give to her, and he did.
Okay.
Can I just ask, VS cosplay, is that a new...
I think that's Vanilla Snowflake.
It's
yeah,
Vanilla
it is.
Snowflake.
It's the best kind of snowflake.
Hello.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
Gaffy?
Hate myself.
Yeah, about that. While you were talking, Gaffy is going to look down upon Luna. You are now Luna. No, not Luna. Sorry.
Kaida.
See.
Alright, show's over, folks. Let's go over this, please.
He's looking at Kaida and quietly asks her, "How are you feeling? Will you be okay if I go over to Valis?"
There's a moment of clarity. She's looking around, and she seems to be looking at a point on her arm, where there's a tiny pinprick. And she's just squeezing it,
What is that?
It just hurts. It's nothing. Go.
How did you get it?
I
When?
don't know. It's I'm okay. I had a fever, I think. It must have been something I ate. I'm a dragon. I feel sick.
Well, okay.
If I throw up now, will I throw up a saddle? I eat a saddle.
I don't know. I think it would have shown.
You should go to Valeth if you think that's right. I'm just gonna. She just weakly puts herself up against the one of the wooden houses, and then just starts looking over at the smoke-ridden bodies everywhere scene. You should probably fill me in on everything soon, though.
Yeah, well, call me if you need me.
Okay.
I'll be just right over there.
Van kind of just asks Feral for help, and they prop Valet so that they can prop Valet up against somewhere
Feral
where
is
she can be
already
comfortable.
holding her there with him.
And
So
then he walks over to Gaffy and Kaida. Says, "I'll keep watch over her. You go help. I'll keep watch over her. You go help Valet."
He places his hand on his shoulder like, so. Thank you, friend. And he will go over to Valis and Feral.
And Fan will very, very gently lift up Kaida so that he can bring her over. Just
She feels very light.
yeah. He just basically sits down and just holds her in his lap and just like gonna be okay.
There's yeah, okay, cool. There's a moment as you're carrying her where her eyes widen a little bit in like this weird, almost animalistic fear. And curious, you follow the gaze, and she's looking at Keth, who is standing there looking rather vacant-eyed. He seems to be taking in the whole scene and taking in what's just happened. And he's still, I do believe he cut himself last time. Or did he hurt himself to get out of it? I can't remember. Anyway, he's still rather shook up about the whole thing. He's still got his hand in his bag, and he seems to be holding it in place. It's still freaking moving. And something going on there.
Yeah,
Also,
I keep
you know,
my eyes on him.
Yeah, and Luna is, and Belisar are walking over to him. You can't hear the conversation they're having, but Keth doesn't seem to be responding very much. Yee.
Alright. I guess I now arrive over at Feral and Valis. Valis?
I think she needs healing. She can't speak.
Oh, obviously, of course. And he heals her.
For how much?
3. I mean, how many times can I heal her?
How much time you got?
How much time I got?
Oh.
I mean, 1 heal with 3 mana points are like a major action, but
Major action is like 15 seconds in this.
I
One
guess
major action is a minute, I think.
no.
Isn't it? No, it's 15
It's
seconds.
6. It's
Yeah.
like in 1 round.
So 6 seconds
we-
D&D, 15 seconds.
As long as you have
steal.
mana, I guess you can continue
I guess
healing.
I will do it. Give her 4 heals, so that's like 12 mana points. And I, by default, hit the target number no matter what they roll. So do I need to roll it? Just maybe for,
Magical mishap,
Yeah.
maybe.
but it won't miss out.
You have to
No,
fail
that's
to
true.
do it this
I
time.
can't
Yeah.
fail it, but I can get it stronger.
I'm going to make you roll anyway,
Okay.
because I like the idea there's a potential chance that you'll fail at something.
This is a double, and I got a 6 on the dragon die, so 7. So I can do something fancy schmancy, like do everything at once. I don't know.
You don't have a respiratory problem anymore.
Right. Cool.
Also, you think you may have like regained your youth. I mean, you practically feel virginous at this point.
Okay. Good as new.
So, well,
Do I need to go on, really?
No, you don't.
yeah, I'll just.
No,
It's like
Please
it becomes
stop.
Okay, this
pushed me down the
is
stairs.
8 hit points.
Okay.
Can I just roll over hit points now?
Let's say, right, you do it and she's healed full, alright?
Yeah.
But it's going to take a couple of minutes to do.
That's fine. I guess.
Yeah. But you reduced my health to 30 hit points permanently last time, I think. No.
That was because of the Riddler effects. That's gone.
Okay.
So now it's max.
While he's healing Valet, Fan kind of nudges Feral. Keep an eye out on Keth and Belisar and Luna.
I don't want to keep my eyes on those lovebirds for sure, but yeah, I know. Gotcha.
I can't hear what they're saying, but I think we need to be wary.
Of the...
Look at him. Keth. Look at him.
I know. I was here. I saw what he did. I stopped him.
What did he do?
Tried to kill you.
He did?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Everything just went red, and then it pain, and then I woke up and.
But wasn't he under the liar's control?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think he was, but because his severed hand had the rune on it.
It did.
It did, but somehow it managed to scratch itself off. I don't know.
Yeah, his hand keeps moving. It's really weird.
Yeah. Look at his bag.
Yeah, Valeth is really worried, so she's gonna just get up as fast as she can and like walk towards Keth and like see if he's okay, what's going on, like what is this?
I'm following, thanking her.
Yeah. No, but thank you for healing me, by the way. It was horrible not being able to talk.
I know.
Maybe we should have kept her like that for a while. Just a little while.
I love you too.
Remember who called for Gaffy in the first place?
Yeah.
And I wink and I just move along to do something else. Probably just try and keep a tab on Luna and Belisar.
So you walk up to where Keth is?
Yeah.
As you're approaching, you start hearing the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at this point it's mostly Luna and Belisar talking to each other. Belisar is shaking his head. No, I don't think we need to involve ourselves in this. And Luna's like, oh come on, I owe him that much. I mean, look at the big doofus, he's broken. And then Keth notices you approaching, and he staggers backwards to the point where he's going for his sword. Like, not in a way that is assaulting like an attack, but rather he feels panicking almost, as if he's having a panic attack. And as he draws it, Belisar reaches a foot up and kicks the top of the pommel back into the scabbard, and then punches him straight in the face. Keth stumbles, falls over, and then Luna, this is all as you're trying to approach, jumps on top of him, puts a hand on his head, and goes,
Valeth looks at Belisar because she's not gonna interrupt Luna right now, and is like, what are you doing?
ugh. But I am basically stopping this idiot doing something stupid. Luna is trying to do something good.
She's trying to reattach his arm.
Oh, is that what she's trying to do?
She told me she could.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's
well,
great, brother.
I'll just keep looking, and then if something seems off or I don't like what's happening, I'll try to stop Luna. But right now, I'll just let her do what she needs to do.
She stands up. She seems to have somehow cut her blood there, and her hand is just caked in her own blood, which is now a handprint on Keth's face, who seems to be unconscious. She turns around, kind of fingering the cut on her wrist, like, I seem to be low on blood. Hey, tower slut, come here, I need your blood.
I resent that, but here.
I did not think that was gonna work. She.
It's
walks
Keth.
over.
I'll do anything.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, sure. Always
Just
works.
help him, please.
I mean, what do you think I'm doing? You know? I mean, the big doofus was always nice to me, at least.
Yeah, I knew you were nicer than you were letting on.
She just yanks your arm, takes the blade, skims it across with an expert flourish, and a thick line of not glittering blood.
Normal blood.
Normal blood. The kind that goes, I'm normal. I am no longer spicy blood. Before she squeezes your wrist a bit, scoops up some onto her palm, which is already caked in her own, and just throws your hand back. That's it.
Okay.
Then she holds it, squeezes it in her hand, and you can smell the rotten meat taint smell of blood magic as she sucks all of the what you can only imagine to be your magical essence out of it. She starts sitting down by Keth and starts chanting something while drawing things into the earth around her head, Keth's head. Yeah.
Gaffy heals her wrist. Hits.
You're in for like a maximum
And you get
fail.
11 hit points.
Your
Yeah.
hand falls
You're
off.
back on.
Yeah.
In the commotion, Keth's hand gets free. Sorry, Keth's arm gets free, and starts crawling around frantically. Like it's the most bizarre thing you've seen, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
Can I try to catch it?
Yes, roll for dexterity. I think that would probably be grapple with it.
Grapple, then that is.
That can't be might because it's not so much that it's strong. It's it is beefy arms.
It's just wriggly.
Brawling.
Yeah, go with brawling because it's
Yeah.
very wriggly.
There is no grapple.
Future Gem says, I wonder if vampires like spicy blood. Maybe.
That
17.
shut up! Give me ideas.
Depends on the vampire. Yes.
17?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm rolling for Keth's arm. Yes, you managed. I mean, Keth's a big boy, so this arm is around this big compared to you, from like this bit down. So you're like holding it like it's some sort of big, I don't know, raging otter or something in your hand. And its hand is like doing this,
Yeah.
and when it is up here on your head, it's like.
I also got a double on my Dragon Dice 1, so that's 2, so I'm gonna knock it prone.
Step on it. Yeah, just put your foot on,
No, I'm
the, on
just
the
gonna
wrist.
punch it.
I can't imagine that. Can you?
More like,
I mean, that might
Shlem
be
llama.
as simple as you just stepping on it,
Yeah.
like holding it in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your foot firmly heeled down on its wrist, and its hand is like
More like.
capitulating. Yeah, like yes, it starts doing like a impatient tap tap tap.
Right. So, then what?
I'm just gonna stand there until somebody needs the arm, I guess.
need a hand.
Whatever Luna's doing might take a while.
Yeah.
Belisar is folding his arms.
Well, I'm not leaving Keth's side for this. Is he awake or is he knocked unconscious?
He seems to be somewhere in between.
Okay, so I'll grab a hold of his hand and try to like make him focus on my face.
Oh, that hand.
Yeah, yeah, not the one that you have, the one that's attached to his body.
I think we should call them severed hand and attached hand.
Yes.
I regret this so much.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing, trying to calm him down, keep him lying still, and like let him see that my eyes are no longer red. Maybe that'll help.
It does occur to me that like there are so many mischievous things you can do with someone's severed hand if they can still feel it. Like put it in water while they're sleeping.
Cold water.
You know what I'm talking about. I peeing myself and I don't know why. So mean.
Yeah,
so
Gaffy's
mean.
going to go over to Than and Kaida. I guess
Yeah.
he's still holding her.
Yeah, he's just humming a sort of lullaby-esque melody for her.
Isn't she sleeping?
Kaida?
Yeah.
You want to do performance?
Sure, I have it.
There should be a skill called K-pop. You know, so Than does this whole like number where he's like,
While holding Kaida in his arms.
sure.
13 performance. He's not like trying to make a big thing. He's just like trying to like soothe her. But yeah, 13.
Fire! But yeah, no, you rock her. Literally, you seem to be singing to sleep. You know, you've never heard. I don't think you've ever heard Than sing before.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have.
Really?
yeah.
I haven't, and I think I was here.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were.
like at
He's
the
been
Christmas
singing a
celebration,
lot.
he was singing back at Equine House
Yeah.
before we all got split up.
And it got burned down.
Yeah.
Did terrible things to the property prices.
Yes.
Ugh.
Anywho, so he'll approach them and she's asleep?
Yes.
Okay.
I need her for plot mechanic.
Wake up!
Oh,
Damn it, Than, why'd you have to ruin everything?
right. Good job, I guess. She's asleep.
Yeah, Lutra invented Fae Pop with her latest bard character. This is why I don't like bards. I just want to point that out. Do you want to gently wake her up again?
I guess he will ask if he, Than, can gently put Kaida in Gaffy's arms without trying to wake her up. Because he wants to hold her.
Sure.
Yeah.
She's
very gently sort of transfers Kaida to Gaffy.
Babe.
transfer complete.
She's your problem now, boy.
Maybe you can go over and see if they need help eventually.
Yeah, he goes over to the rest of the group.
Maybe you can get your own elf. I don't want an elf.
I already have
He
three.
has. Oh, okay.
Fan daddy.
Well, he does have a Kunari. Oh, exactly.
Fan daddy. I'm just saying. Cool.
So he's not going to try to wake her up. He's going to let her sleep.
For now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so if anyone else has something they want to say or do, I guess.
I think we're all waiting for what's
Going to
happening
happen.
with Cat.
You know, it's not always about me throwing in like, and then suddenly,
No, we're just all in bated breath waiting to see what's going to happen because we're all worried about Keth and his arm and everything.
I'm on arm duty.
Yeah.
Oh, what I will do though, I will continue to heal Kaida.
it's like in Call of Duty, you have Arm of Duty. Quick X to live. Belisar is actually pulling out a map. He's just slapping it down and he's just poring over it. He's put his mask back on, obviously, but you can tell that he's healed himself, but healing is not his specialty. You know, it's not what they train him for. And he's poring over it, and he's just muttering to himself as he does that. So that's one thing that's going on. The other is that Luna seems to be struggling all of a sudden. She's breathing heavily, she's sweating, she's gritting her teeth. And then she opens her eyes and then actually removes her hand from Keth's head and then smacks him on the head with it. She says something into Veen, which I think equates to roughly as brittle shit dickhead kind of
Right,
thing.
well, I understand what she's saying,
Yeah.
so...
It's pretty savage. And
Yeah.
then she gets up and then kicks him in the leg.
What was that for?
I'm trying to help him and he tells me to fuck off.
Oh, he has this whole... The thing is with his arm, we've been asking him to, if he wants to reattach it, and he says he doesn't want to, and I don't understand why, but I assume he has a reason, and maybe that's why he's not letting you help him.
I'm gonna need you to distract him.
Okay. Sure, I can do that.
Alone.
What do you mean?
It doesn't have to be like romantically distracting. It's just overloading him with stimuli, like someone who he.
Are you sure you're...
She gives you a bit of a look up and down, like all the time she's called you like a tower slut. She didn't actually mean it until this point.
Valet has two well-functioning hands. Feral just shouts from across the wherever.
Wow.
And she
Okay,
keeps
so we
quiet.
went there. No, but no, I'll distract him. It's fine. You just do what you need to do. So I'll let go of his hand and I'll grab Keth's face and I will position, so he's looking straight at me and I'll be, like, look at me.
How are you so smart and yet so dumb?
What?
Not here.
What?
She puts a finger on his head. There,
Yeah.
in his head.
Yeah, what, do you want me to use magic?
Duh.
Well, the only magic I have to, like, distract him is, like, memory magic.
That works.
Or did you want me to actually injure him?
As entertaining as it would be to have you actually injure him, No, I just want you to be a part of it. I'll do the magic-y stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put you in his head,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
Was I the only one who was awake during class?
I'm not sure which class you're talking about.
The
I
one-
don't know blood magic.
It's not blood. It's blood. Okay, it's a bit of blood magic.
Yes, exactly.
Why does blood have magic have such a bad rep? You hear over the way the Belisar is like, oh, not again. It's just-
That's not important. Right now, it's useful to us, and that's a great thing. I don't necessarily approve of it, but we're doing it. So you just tell me what you need me to do, because I am not psychic. I don't know what you're thinking or how blood magic works. I haven't studied it. So just let me know what you need, and I will do it. Sound fair?
Fine.
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 Fine!
Get on then.
She just kicks Keth in the leg, almost like a second cycle. But all I need is not just you
Okay.
with your butt or whatever he sees in you, but also someone that irritates the shit out of him.
Oh, that's feral. That's easy.
Hey!
That's right. Yeah. Hey.
I'll
Hey,
hold the
Phil.
arm.
I recommend you standing on it. Seems to help.
I'll sit on it.
Cool.
It might pinch you.
That's good.
I'm not sitting on the hand.
No, actually, you're gonna help me put the hand on while he's distracted.
Okay, I'll hold the
And
arm.
She points over to where Gaffy is with Kaida. She okay?
She's asleep. She's tired.
So, I need your blood.
Oh, right. Okay.
Or I could take her blood, but I don't think she's got much left.
You touch anything on her, it's gonna be all of your blood all over this place. And he places
Please don't do
Kaida
that
down.
until she's done helping Keth, though.
Luna actually skips over to you and goes, poke, 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 poke.
He glares at Luna.
Still mad at-
Children!
Still mad at you.
Yeah.
Pharaoh says and laughs a little bit.
See?
See what?
That's how I feel all the time.
Yeah, but you don't enjoy it. I do.
Literally, the world is in the balance, and I'm the sane one right now. I mean, no offense to you guys, but we're so fucked.
Yes, we are, but we're used to it.
Yeah.
This is our life. This is a Tuesday.
It's been our life for the last 2 years. So,
Still thinking of
welcome
taking
to the
that.
club. Caw, bitch! Life of the Kestrel.
I am
yes.
not a Kestrel.
I know you're not.
Gav is going
Birds.
to place Kaida where it looks to be comfortable for her to lie, and offer up his hand.
Oh, you shouldn't have. And I didn't get you anything. Swish, swish. She actually gets a handkerchief at this point and then just squeezes maybe a little too hard to the point where her nails are actually getting into the cuts. And then she's looking to see if it causes pain.
I guess he just looks her in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Without
Are you trying to make me enjoy this?
Fuck boy! Fuck boy! Alert!
Yes.
He's teasing her. Alright.
She just kind of look. Well, no. Takes it. Takes the handkerchief now, stained thick with your blood.
He heals it.
We just have to ruin everything.
I mean, he's learned from the best. So can't really blame him.
I hate you all. I just want you to know that.
The feeling is
Likewise.
mutual, yes.
Yeah.
Right, okay, fine. Whoever wants to go into a big fantastical journey into this idiot's head, please lie down next to him.
Well, I guess I have to. So
Well,
yeah.
I guess you do have to. Isn't that
Yeah.
wonderful? Yeah.
I'm gonna
Do what you do well and lie down.
Yeah.
You
I don't
sweet.
have. I mean, you've already lain down for all of us collectively, so. Ooh.
I'm going
burn.
to stay
Who's the
awake and keep an eye over you and Kaida.
Yeah, no, I'll lie down next to Keth.
Wait.
What?
Have I? Alright, hands up who's had sex with me. She's looking around the room. Belisar's like, no, not you, you don't count. And Belisar's just like,
Aww.
That's harsh.
It's okay, brother. That's how I like it.
Oh my god! The fuckboy runs in the family.
Runs, skips, hops, and does an assault move. You charge!
I guess it's from the mother's side then.
It's definitely going on Dr. Phil next week. Alright. His name is Gakfar, originally Amdulis from the Therine family. We brought him in today, but Belisar doesn't know. Alright, Jerry. So, you guys are lying down,
Yeah.
prepared for the ritual.
Yeah.
Does Stan is holding the arm?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to follow my instructions to the letter. Okay?
Yes. I'm good at that.
Are you hopping in his head as well, or are you just gonna make sure that maybe one of us can actually defend us if we get assaulted?
I'm going to stay awake.
Good.
Same with me.
Well, I need your help to make sure the hand doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so this may hurt a bit, but I need you to hold Keth's hand, and I need you to hold her hand.
Sure.
So there's
Team
a
Phyllis.
sympathetic connection here.
Yeah.
Plus, it looks really stupid.
You look stupid.
Shut up. So she gets a twig.
Mm-hmm.
And starts like drawing a small circle around you. Gonna put people in Keth's head, and it's fine cause his head's so big. It's hitting him on the head.
Stop doing that. You're gonna
part-
kill all of his brain cells.
It's part of the ritual.
He has so few left.
Yeah, sure, it's part of the ritual. And
Brain cells?
oh dear.
You wouldn't dare tell him that to his face.
No.
I love him. He's my precious bean.
Simulates. I heard everything. I'm a precious bean. Okay, so word of warning: what you see in there is a memory. Okay, I need you to keep him distracted long enough for the arm to go back on. I don't know what's gonna happen afterwards, but if you die in there, you die for real.
Okay.
Wow.
Got
I
it.
actually don't know. I've never done this before.
Okay, so you don't know.
Oh.
But just to be sure, let's not die, shall we?
I'm gonna try not to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just get on with it. Let's do this.
Little curtsy. Of course, madam, of course. The magic begins.
Yeah.
Using the handkerchief, she actually presses it between her palms. Goes so far as to inhale it into her nose. Her eyes turn a thick, glutinous red that starts dripping. And some of her own blood starts coming out of her nose. She starts mumbling things. It sounds like she's talking backwards almost. And then with one sweep of her hand, you guys just go to sleep. From your perspective, they actually convulse. As in, like, it looks like they're arcing their backs as if they're fighting to keep their spirits in their bodies. After a
Are
few...
you sure about this, Luna?
Shh, working. After a few agonizing moments, they settle down. Luna is sitting above Keth's head with her hands like claws over his face. She's waiting to give the signal. You guys are looking at purple skies with islands floating in the midst. There's a sun that isn't burning and a moon that seems to be half exploding.
Keth's head is a very strange place.
Yeah, this is not what I think about.
No. Nope.
Fairly certain this isn't somewhere he's been on holiday.
No.
There is a cliff of sorts, and beyond it there is just a void.
Uh-huh.
Keth reminds you of, when you see him, he reminds you of the Keth that you saw for the first time when he emerged from the Fade. He's emaciated, he looks starved, thinner, gaunt, his equipment is haphazard, it's been replaced, his clothes are torn, he's covered in scars, he looks haunted, and he's got 2 arms, and he's just looking over the void.
Mm-hmm.
In the very distance you can seem to make out a small blue star. That's what he's looking at.
Okay.
Around you, underneath shattered cobblestones and a weird haphazard mix of different textures, from grass to sand to snow. It's like it can't make its mind up.
Mm-hmm.
And behind you is a path which has been winding through all of these weird, surreal constructs, like half buildings of elvish design, right through to trees that can't decide which direction they're growing in. This is definitely the Fade.
Ugh.
But it's, as you remember faintly, you're not in it. You're in his memory of it.
I don't like this.
No, I don't either, but guess that's why we're here, because it needs to be resolved.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just be annoying, is that it?
I guess so. Just to distract him and keep him occupied.
Distract
We
him
see
from what?
Keth like standing at the edge of the cliff, or
He's actually sitting down, cross-legged, just staring in the distance.
okay. Is he faced towards us or
Backs
away?
to you.
Okay.
Can I shout at him?
You can try.
Hey, asswipe!
No reaction.
Shit stain!
Keth!
His head just turns around, like, to the point where he seems to remember that he can't turn it any further without moving the rest of him. So he kind of, almost like an animal, turns around on all fours, looking at you, like, with these feral eyes. Like,
Yeah.
confused.
Vala like carefully lifts her hand and like does a mini wave, like, "Hi. Are you okay?"
Sod off, demons!
She's wearing your ring.
You're new!
Yeah!
Why would
Well-
a desire demon pose as you? That's gross! I mean, you're like a child.
I'm not.
You are! You're like, why am I even talking to you, demon?
She's not a desire demon, and I'm not a demon. Okay, listen. This is a memory that you've gone through this before, and we're here to kind of disrupt this memory so that you don't fuck yourself over.
Use the... Talk about his family.
Oh yeah, I could try to do that.
'Cause
Let's
he
just
doesn't
move
know.
closer to him, like really slowly,
Yeah.
so that he can see that we're real.
As you're doing that, he starts moving back a bit, shuffling his butt.
Don't do that.
Stay there, or even better, sod off, go away.
Okay. How could I prove to you that I'm real? That I'm not a demon pretending to be me?
Well, for one, maybe, get me out of here.
That's what we're working on.
How exactly?
Luna is trying to reattach your arm
Wait, what? No. She's,
in the real world.
no, she shouldn't.
Well, she's going to.
She can't.
Why?
He actually genuinely looks confused. You shouldn't do that.
Why? Tell me, please. You've been avoiding it. You've been telling us not to do it. You've been actively choosing not to get your arm reattached, but you won't tell me why.
I
Please tell me why.
Don't know. I just have a feeling.
Well, it has to happen.
The apothecary told me something about some sort of erection, but I didn't pay attention, and I don't think that was what he meant.
No, probably not.
So he was talking about it in
Okay, the second you said erection, Keth's like, what?
But he was talking about it in the same manner as he talked about Keth. I
Okay.
smashed one of the vials. He had 3.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I didn't smash it on purpose. He lost it because he got startled. Because
Probably
he's-
dropped it on purpose.
Yeah, he did. And then he told me the one that we gave to Akaida, that it was either for Keth
Or for her.
erection or for...
Shut up!
There was some word that sounded like that, but it wasn't that word.
I don't care. If you're not aware, I'm trying to have like a moment here.
With what? The blue fucking star over there?
Yes, with the blue fucking fuck.
What is that?
Yeah, what is the blue fucking star?
On the outside, Luna kind of looks straight at you with eyes that are just blood. It looks like somebody bled out into a cup. And she says, with a mouth full of just trickles, teeth stained crimson, "Now."
Okay.
You press the arm close.
Yep.
There's as you put the arm on, there is an electric-like discharge and the smell of burnt ozone and pork. Because that's what humans smell like.
Yes, they do.
And you can hear the sizzling and burning as everything in between gets disintegrated and everything's getting reattached. Keth actually opens his mouth in a silent scream. You can actually hear him making a noise. And Luna is doing the same. On the inside, Keth doubles over and disappears.
What the?
Where do you...
Maybe.
Is it time to leave?
Would you like to roll might for me, please? I did it! I did it again! Every time!
Yes, you do.
Yeet.
It's not an episode without me falling on the dice, is it?
No.
You should get one of these.
Thanks.
21.
Woo.
Rick can only do one thing at a time.
I was trying to hold that in.
Either.
It's alright, Morty. So 21.
Yep.
You're having to hold this arm in place because it's moving around, and Keth is strong. He's not a smart boy, but he is strong boy.
Strunk.
And 21 is literally was the test line. So you if you have to test this again, there's no guarantee you'll manage.
Well, I
So you
didn't
may
roll
wanna-
that well.
Huh?
I didn't roll that well, so.
I hate you guys. That's it.
I rolled 2 3s. So.
You guys are like, what the fuck? What's going on? And then
Yeah.
you hear Keth's voice behind you.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
we spin around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keth's standing there,
Yeah.
as he was, although he's not aware of your existence. And now he's talking to this figure that looks like, well, for lack of a better expression, he looks like an Orlesian merchant
Mm-hmm.
with this mask of, well, it's a silver inlaid mask of a dragon.
Would I know who that is?
You
Since I'm
should.
from Orlais.
You should roll lore, cultural.
Yeah. That's the one lore I have.
Yay!
That's actually, technically Valeth's code name was law, so technically
Yeah.
we've got 2 laws.
Yeah. I have cultural lore too, so I can roll for it as well.
You can roll for it, but you're gonna get different info.
Yeah, okay, so that is a double.
And if you could
12,
roll magic.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Wait, magic?
19, 21, 22?
Double.
Yeah, I think
What
so.
do you get?
15.
13, 14, 15,
You don't.
16,
You know for a fact that
Yeah.
that mask. The Orlesians don't tend to gravitate towards dragon masks for their game. It did for a while, but it's not usually seen as a good move because it's kind of Tavinish, and that's frowned upon in Orlais because that's like, it's like the way they don't do dogs because that's for Eldon,
Yeah.
Goats, lions, definitely lions. Lions are the shit. They're brilliant. But who the hell would wear a dog mask or a
Good
dragon
ball.
mask?
Yeah,
That's
no.
just.
Mm-hmm.
It's like screaming, "I love slavery." It's. Anyways, so there's something off about this. And
Yeah.
what you recognise is that this isn't an Orlesian merchant at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's something. The writing on the cloak is in a writing you haven't seen in a long time. From a manuscript you read while in the tower, which was a sub-dialect of ancient Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't read it.
But I recognize the markings.
Yes, because it was assigned as one of these linguistical puzzles, as in no one could ever figure out how to read it.
Uh-huh.
The running theory was that a cipher was required, which only the right people could carry.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile,
You gonna add spirit magic?
Oh, also, it's because I'm a master at lore, that means whenever I succeed a lore roll, I get extra info.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
The extra in this case is that this is a demon,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like looking at an onion. This
Layers
guy's
on layers on
layers
layers.
upon layers upon layers. This is no a normal demon at all. You've met demons. You remember your harrowing, or rather, you remember Valeth's harrowing.
Yeah.
And this is a very deceitful piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, for a second there, you could almost make out that this thing has dragon wings,
Uh-huh.
which is odd. You, on the other hand, the second the arm goes on, with all of these smells and senses, you get a very familiar scent in the air. You recall when you slept, the tower that was upside down. The place where Talia and Kaida were reunited. The place where you fought something. Where you found this creature had been stalking Kaida and Talia for ages, and it recognized something in you. You get that waft in the air as if it's like a passing in the breeze, but it's not a smell, it's just that's how your brain recognizes it. Meanwhile, when you guys get closer, you hear this person talking to Keth. It's quite simple. I'm a demon of commerce. I trade. If you wish to cross this, you're going to have to trade. And what do you have? Keth is just... well, he doesn't know what to say. One thing I have noticed is that you've started to learn how to use the Fade to your advantage. Bravo! For a Templar, you're pretty smart. Your arm, for example, reaches over and touches it. The arm disappears all the way up to here. It's not real. You lost it in the real world. Well, what you would call the real world. Ninny pokes him on the head. Keth's just looking down at his arm. I mean, you want that back as well, don't you? Seems to me like you have a lot you want. I have a lot I can give, but what can you give me? I have to get back to her before I forget it. Indeed, you've given me a lot of your memories already. And quite frankly, there's not much left up there, is there? Hello, hello, hello. Now, as you can see, just points out to where that blue star is. She's right over there. She's within reach. If it wasn't for this void of nothingness, what are you going to do? What do you want? What do I want? I'm merely a demon of commerce. Keth looks him directly in the eye with a savage look. I mean, it looks like he is 1 second away from some brutal violence. Tell me what you want, and I'll pretend that you're who you say you are, and I'll pretend that it's the right thing to do, and I'll probably do it. The demon smiles, turns around, and you could swear for a second he notices you, which makes no sense whatsoever.
No.
And then turns back. Tell you what, it's very simple. Pulls out what looks like a small pin, smallest of pins. I want you to prick a person with this. Now, it's not going to kill them. It's merely just going to slow them down. It's like, who is it that you want me to do that to? Oh, no one you care about. It's bless my common sauce. It's Kaida, in fact. I just want you to just prick her a little with this. What's it going to do? I was going to give her a cold. I'm a bit spiteful, you see, and I just want to, I don't know, just make her have a bad day. But you will. You will. And that's it? Oh, well, heavens. I mean, first of all, take that. Thank you. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to forget about this deal, because I don't want your silly little conscience making it hard for you. But when you're ready, you can get it back by getting your arm back. He looks really confused. I can get it back? Oh, heavens, yes. It's already written, really. You're going to get it back, and with it, you'll be able to, you know, get everything back. But right now, you're only focused on one thing, aren't you? Yeah. Good. Excellent. We have a deal. You're going to, well, do my little favour. And, yeah. I'll give you back your arm, and I'll give you wings to pass over the void. Aren't I generous?
Sneaky bish.
As this scene comes to a close, Keth looks at the commerce demon, quotation marks,
I mean, I have my thoughts.
Yeah. Why would I want to forget this? I should repent for it. Oh, yes, I mean, there's that, but you're going to feel so bad you're not going to be able to function by the time you get over there. I mean, for example, did you know that the apothecary has always been the liar? He looks like absolutely, like, what? I mean, I should know, I'm working with him. He's an interesting fellow. And he's going to coat the land in lyrium and then offer a cure. It's genius. I mean, honestly, if I didn't know any better, I thought that little half-breed piece of shit was a demon himself. Very good at what he does. Anyways, yes, I do believe you're kind of broken now. Stop crying. Here, let me help you with that. Leans forward, and it looks for a second like he's reaching his hand inside Keth's head, and then brings it out again. Keth looks rather confused. Draws his sword. What was that? Oh, we've just made a deal. I've just taken another one of your memories. And, yeah, as you asked, I've given you wings, so you now may be able to just... I don't know how you want to manifest it. Floating, maybe you want some Andraste wings, you Templar lot. and you're going to get to your beloved. Isn't it great? Oh, don't worry about that little pin there. That's just a little parting gift, you know, as you asked me to help you with your clothing. You'll know what to do. Anyways, pleasure doing business with you. I'll see you soon. And then the commerce demon walks away. Keth. Flies. Off towards the blue star. And you guys wake up.
Right. Ryodai says, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
Yeah. Gaffis already has his sword out and is in combat magic mode.
We wake up. I imagine like Feral and Valis just like sit up, you know, in unison and like, what?
Like literally like, what?
Yeah. Okay, so is Keth awake? When we're awake, what happens?
Keth is awake, all right. He's just lying on his back and he's crying. It's like rather his eyes are wet. I wouldn't say he's like blubbering like a lunatic.
No, but it's like
he's
just
obviously
trickling.
upset.
Yeah.
Gaff is going to walk over to Keth, point his sword at him.
Bear in mind, you don't know what's transcribed inside
No,
the dream.
he doesn't know. I just have this feeling. What are you? What have you done? Where's Keth?
He grabs the sword with a naked hand, cutting into his hand immediately, and then seems to be tugging at it, trying to pull it towards his neck. Just do it. Please, just do it.
Please don't.
Explain yourself.
He doesn't have to.
We know what happened. We saw it.
Someone needs to do some serious explaining.
No.
Now.
No.
Okay, listen. When Keth was trapped in the Fade, he made a deal with a demon, and the demon took his memories away from him and gave him a task to do once he returned.
What was the task?
To poison Kaida.
But he didn't know what he was doing.
The
He didn't
demon
control.
took the memory, and he didn't know.
Still agreed to it.
You
Did
did.
you?
He's, Gaff is jamming his sword into the earth next to Keth's head, kneels down. Why? He's angry. He's
I get it.
very angry.
You know why. If it came down to the choice, you know what I'd choose. What would you have done? If saving Kaida demanded that you killed one of us, what would you have done?
I can't answer that question,
No.
can I?
And I hope you never have to. I hope you never have to.
I don't.
You should have trusted your friends to find you instead of making deals.
That's very easy to say. I mean, we're at least me and you are mages.
Shut
We
up.
could have gotten our way out
Shut
of there. No, I will
up.
not shut up, Gaffy. You do not get to threaten him. You do not get to say what he should or should have done. You were not trapped in the Fade, and if you were trapped in the Fade, you could have found a way out because you have magic and you're elven. The Fade is so different for us.
He's a Templar. They have magic.
Not that kind of magic.
It's alright.
It's different. And I'm sorry that he had to make that deal, but he didn't really have a choice. And I'm sorry that Kaida
has a choice. He takes away his sword and goes over to Kaida.
I'm not saying it was okay, Gaffy. I'm just saying that he didn't really have much choice.
He's right. I did have a choice. I always had a choice.
Yes.
I could have just...
But then I would have lost you. Then you would never have come back.
He gets himself up on his feet. Stands in front of you, like, arms straight down, like he's wants to hold you, but he doesn't feel like he has the right.
Oh, she's just gonna throw herself at him because she's happy that he's okay. And, you know, just to show him that, you know, yeah, she's angry, but she understands the choices he made because he didn't know that we could help him. And he'd been trapped there for so long.
He didn't even know that it would potentially kill her.
No, he didn't, because he said that it's just gonna give her a little cold. It's just gonna poison her.
Are you guys talking in character right now?
No, outside of character.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's just going to do it, and it's like she's not even going to say anything.
Did a lot of deals while I was in there.
I don't care.
Gaffy scoffs audibly.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know what I would do if you didn't come back.
I mean, you probably would have had to carry more stuff.
Well, sure, but that doesn't matter. The point is, I'm so terribly sorry you had to go through all of that, and I'm so terribly sorry that had to happen to Kaida for everything to turn out okay, but she's alive, you're alive, hopefully no one is damaged.
Wait.
Pretend...
Kaida's okay?
Yeah, it seems like she is.
Why? How? What?
The apothecary gave me an antidote, I think.
But...
And we gave it to Kaida.
Oh, by the way, look at me. Like, look at me.
The apothecary said that he wasn't...
Did you do something with your hair? I'm kidding. I see it. I can't believe it.
But guys, important information.
Yeah.
The apothecary said something about him being a free agent and not working with his old, boss or something. He had found another cause. But in your memory, the dragon pretender
Demon
dude
thing
said that they were working together.
Demons don't work with people. They...
No.
Use them.
But the apothecary may have...
made a deal.
No. Become a free agent.
Oh, well, yeah, that's
He said
possible.
that. He's working for his own. He has his own agenda, and
That
the
would
demon said that as
explain
well.
it.
Yeah. I just don't know who this dragon demon thing is. Or what
No.
it really is. I mean, it's a demon. It looked kind of dragon-like. It had a mask. It had wings.
Dragon?
Yes, it had like a silver dragon mask. And
It was
in the
dressed-
right angle, it looked like it had wings. But
It was dressed or lesioned, but it
yeah,
seems to be.
it was
Gaffy's
passing itself off
shoot
as a
immediately to
merchant.
Keth.
Yeah.
You made a deal with a dragon demon.
It's not a dragon demon. It was... But it was, I think, the one who was trying to possess Talia or Kaida, and has a thing for possessing dragons.
Oh shit. That's why Kaida needs to be weak. We need to watch her.
But the apothecary gave you something to help.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're no longer working together, and he decided to throw a wrench into this dragon demon.
Yeah,
Plan.
he's shaking her at this point.
Or the apothecary could have been lying about this all the time.
He could have been.
This was what he wanted us to do all along.
Kaida's eyes open up like, okay, I'm awake. I'm sorry, did I sleep? Who was talking?
Look at me.
Looking at you. I mean,
How are you feeling?
well, I have a banging headache. I am hungry.
Do you feel like yourself?
Well, I hurt too much to not feel like myself.
Kaida, remember the ruins.
Yes?
The dragon.
Which one? There were 3.
The one who tried to possess you.
The one that took the skeleton? The one that took the corpse? The demon?
The demon, yes.
What about it?
It was his bidding that made you sick. The prick you have on your shoulder is made from something. I don't know. The demon made Keth do it.
It gave him a pin and told Keth to do it, and then it took away Keth's memory of the deal so his conscience wouldn't get in the way of performing the task.
I know what it is. It's like what the Templars used to take away a mage's power. It's just the original mix. She's looking across at Keth, who is trying his best not to look back. I understand, but I won't forget this.
And neither should you.
She starts to struggle to stand up.
Deathly helps her.
So why am I still here exactly?
Because the liar gave Cyril a potion.
And you just gave it to me? What? You didn't even know what it was.
You knew it was something for ancient elves. Oh my god.
The apothecary described the potions to Pharaoh. She told us about it, and based on the information he gave and the arcane flavor of the potions, we decided to give it to you.
Yeah, I was totally in control of that. I remember all the information perfectly.
Well, Pharaoh does.
X for doubt.
Cyril will say that.
At that point, we didn't really have that much to lose.
No.
Well, at least I'm alive.
You are. I'm so sorry you had to go through this.
If anyone should be sorry, it's Keth.
I'm
No.
sure he is.
should say it himself.
Yes, he should.
Come on, Kaida. He helps her over to Keth so he can face what he's done.
Keth's silent, looking down at you both. Well, looking down at Kaida. If my life's end will make this better, then it's yours to take.
Is that your best apology?
Kaida kind of elbows you in the ribs. Practically said he was willing to die for.
So I'm sorry is too hard.
It's just, I mean, who's he apologizing to? You or me?
Both.
He's such a drama queen.
Yeah, I know, right?
They are all such drama queens.
Mm-hmm.
She goes forward and then slaps him hard across the face. Pow. Ow. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, yes, I accept your apology. Also, if you do anything like that again to anyone I care about, and that includes yourself, I will eat you. I've eaten worse. I've eaten bigger and dumber, believe it or not. But, I'm not gonna forget it. And neither's this one.
Congratulations, Keth. You're smarter than a horse.
Valeth actually laughs at that.
Still remembering the saddle in my teeth. I'm gonna go rest. We shouldn't stay here too long.
No. We have several things to deal with at this point. The question is, are we following the apothecary? Or is there someone else we should be looking for?
The dragon.
What do we do?
The demon wants to possess Kaida. He wants to enter our world.
No.
No?
No.
Then why does he want you?
Revenge, maybe.
I don't know what the demon wants, but it's not about our world. It's been here. It's not about entering this world. It's about getting revenge, and I don't know yet why. But
Is it something to do with your past?
I think it's something to do with that, yeah. But I need to think. It's not the biggest problem right now. I think the liar is.
We need to find him again then, I guess.
Yeah. Belisar, who's poring over the map, it actually just pipes in. I think I can help with this, but first things first, I need to go to the toilet.
Let's take a break.
Oh my god. Right here. Cool, man. So
Hardcore
cool.
RPGs.
cool.
Don't go to the toilet. Spend more time RPGing. Get a bucket.
Yeah, so we'll be back in like 10 minutes time. We'll all just have bathroom breaks and drink breaks and whatever we need, and you guys should do the same. Lutragem says, you are all drama queens.
Yeah.
Well, it is a drama show.
Yeah. And Riera Art says, perfect, Kaida. Perfect.
I have drunk all of
That
the-
was a nice throwback, though, to the dragon demon thing from the...
It does actually have a name, but I wrote it down in one notebook and I can't find
Yeah,
it for the
I
life
should
of me.
remember it because I have just recently been editing that podcast episode,
Yeah,
but
you should. It begins with an A, and it's like quite a long name, and it's important because it is one of the what do they call it? The forbidden ones.
yeah, I don't remember.
Are you able to this?
And if you actually do nothing, it will help in no way. If you do anything, it won't help because this camera is just stupid.
Lutragem says it's lovely to see our faces again.
Nice.
I wish we could see your face soon too. You'll have to come to Norway as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Hey Zeus, Jesus loves you. Hey Zeus, you love me? No, man, who told you that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, yeah. Rogan.
Altilagi. Oh, wood.
Husasmitter.
Ushvasmiter.
Lutra says, I want to come to Norway, all caps.
Yeah. Norway wants you.
Yeah, if you have the time to spend quarantine time afterwards, you can.
Well, if there's even planes, that's going.
Ah, the neck.
A friend of mine's brother is stuck in London and has been stuck in London since February.
Oh wow.
Of all the places to get stuck.
But I mean, how is this person surviving?
Oh, they have family there.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
well,
just
they
like-
live with the family.
He died.
Are we at the red mine? No, we're at the abandoned village, right?
Cool.
Because there's the lightsmith farm.
We miss you, Lutra. Yes, she misses us too. Radida.
Ja. Dra det då.
Some countries are forbidding UK travelers. Yeah, because the UK tried the whole like mass immunization thing. That didn't work out. Didn't work for Sweden either.
No,
Nah.
that's not how that works anyway.
Nope, it isn't.
Well, it does work. It's just that it produces a lot of casualties in the process.
Yes,
so.
it does, and it does not flatten out the curve.
No.
Let's just say that. So
Not for a long time.
that was a boo boo. But at least they came to their senses and, you know, took a turn on that decision.
Bululu.
I have to pee.
Then you should go next.
Yes.
Yes, I do not have to pee.
Me neither.
I've had 2 energy drinks.
I had one.
I've had water and some iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess energy drinks go faster through the system.
Well, they have caffeine in them. Oh, by the way, Lutra, how is your boyfriend liking the the live stream since it's his first time? Is it very confusing or
Maybe she's been explaining a lot.
maybe she is the right person? And Rita says, "Oh, Anita, the Ronin drinks finally arrived yesterday. Yay!" I sent them an email, and one of the boss guys said that, "Oh, there must have been a mistake at the warehouse," and he checked it out personally and fixed it. So
That's really cool.
all of the winners should have their drinks now.
That's cool.
And we will be getting a discount code for their online store, so everyone who uses our discount code can get 15% off of Ronin.
Can we
like
do it
the
yourselves
podcast.
as well?
Yeah, like we can use it. Our viewers can use it. We're like,
Yeah, but it's for the Costcast and not for the Fateful Fumble.
yeah, it's for the Costcast. But yeah, so he was sending us an email with our own personal
Nice.
code.
It's cool.
Yeah, so you can get Ronin online now in their own online store. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'm gonna get the mojito one.
Yeah. 'Cause- oh, I have a whole tray of mojito for you in my car.
Oh yes, we can just exchange them after.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, I have a whole tray of mojito too.
Yay.
Which I can.
Sometimes, soon, you'll need energy.
Is that Rick's glass?
I don't know.
I think so.
Would you mind taking it down and putting it by him? Because the cats tend to jump up there. And I'd rather not have stuff
You
being
mean you
knocked.
don't want your book sticky?
Preferably not. That'd be nice
No
to
sticky
not
stuff.
have that.
Ass is sweaty.
Your tail is looking so cute.
Thank you.
Tail?
Yeah, mermaid
Oh,
tail.
oh, mertail. I was like, what? What kind of tail?
Yay.
Cool.
It is getting close to finished.
Nice.
What do you call non-gendered mermaids?
Well, you have a nice tail.
Merfolk.
Yeah.
Merperson. Merfolk. Or mer.
Mares are also horses. Female horses.
That's written differently.
Is it?
Mare.
Mare.
Mod.
Not mer.
Almost.
That's true.
Mare is written M-A-R-E and mer is written M-E-R. Yes.
Which I will not keep in my brain.
I have more important things to store in there.
No, the thing is, when people tell me stuff like this, I will go like, nope! I don't want to listen to this. Don't lecture me. That's just my childish brain.
Must be
Feral
difficult to
moment.
learn new stuff then.
No, it's not.
You just have to learn it on your own.
Yeah, that's the only way I can learn.
So no teachers involved.
No. Usually no. I always got in kerfuffle with my teachers. Always. Yeah, always. Because I was trying, because they were just saying stuff that I was like, I already know this. This was our homework. I know this already. Shut up. Shut up. Now, can you please answer this question? Well, and then they over-explain it. I'm like, no, that's not my question. My question is for this specific thing, because it doesn't make any sense. Oh, you're right. That assignment doesn't make any sense. That's what I've been telling you the past 30 minutes. Thanks for wasting my time. That was my school day.
What's your crawling game?
No, I'm holding this. So
You
you
can
can
crawl
climb
there.
over.
Why is it you're constantly trying to get me to crawl at your feet?
So I can kick you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, completely unrelated to Fateful Fumble and stuff, but I have a tiny giveaway on my Instagram. And so just go on to my Instagram. It's I'm gonna draw the winners on Friday, and you can basically win like hand crocheted pulse warmers, kind of like this stuff. It's pictured or cosplay prints, and all you have to do is basically plug and share Black creators and cosplayers. And whoever you plug and share will also win if you get drawn as a
Oh,
winner.
that's a nice touch.
So, because I want to not just reward people who share black creators and cosplayers, but also the black creators and cosplays. So, all the rules are on my Instagram, so go in there and check it out.
Yay! Woo! Okay, are we ready to kick it back up?
Just a moment.
Just having a little table shake.
Squishy.
Squeechy.
It's me. I'm just relaxing my arm a
You're
little
gonna
bit.
sound like a peasant rumpy bed.
Well, that's what we've been listening to all the time when you don't do it.
Are we talking about today?
No.
In
Yeah.
general.
You gotta bear in mind that these two have been responsible for a lot of the podcast editing, and I hear all about it.
Mhm.
Rick, what?
No, you don't. There's
No,
a lot of
no, you don't.
No.
We hear all about it.
Rick, check your messenger.
You fart, you breathe, you exist.
Your phone is over here. I'll
Mhm.
fetch it.
Dankeschön.
You're welcome. One of my feet are itching.
Yeah.
So has anyone seen
I have
the
stomach
new Dragon Age 4 pictures?
No, not yet.
Looks like Red Lyrium's gonna be a thing in the next one.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna copy paste this whole.
Yeah, our whole campaign. That's
Yeah,
the next Dragon
I'm
Age.
pretty sure they've been, watching our show in secret.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So don't be alarmed if you see Valeth, Feral, Fan, Gaffy, or Kite, or anyone else.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Familiar
wish.
there.
We
The
wish.
names here is gonna be a little bit changed around. So Feral will be Vivo, and Valeth will be Fareth.
No,
Farrell?
she'll be
Valeth?
Valeth.
Yeah,
She'll be
Valen.
And Phil will be Firilla.
Firilla.
But Feral is a real name.
Yeah,
though,
but
so.
no one uses it.
And Gaffy will be called Taffy, and Fran will be Gan. They just changed that. So Gan, Taffy, Faleth, and Vivel.
Virile.
I-
Virile.
Wow.
I really hope that someone shows our streams or our podcasts to the Dragon Age crew someday. That would be really cool. I haven't dared do it myself because I'm, starstruck and.
Keth will just be called Meth.
Such a cat head.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's totally the name for people who are crushing on Keth heads. Because Cullen has his Cullenites.
Aw.
Keth
Keth
heads.
He is like prime husbando.
Yes, he is. Very much husbando.
Wow.
Alright.
Well, Keth's dad is, husband
Yeah.
goals for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot of live up to, Keth.
I refuse! Switch dress! Oh, cool. So, now that this whole thing has basically developed, I won't say resolved.
Mm.
I'm not that naive, but Belisar, who's been poring over this map he has, and other set of notes here and there. I think that bastard is going to this delta here, which is called Valley of Inogi.
That sounds familiar. Isn't that where they planned to flood? To make the
The
dam
dam?
break?
Oh yes, that's been that was done.
Oh, it's happened already,
It
yeah.
was a good few weeks back. The people who lived in the area were evacuated, but
Yeah.
now it's just a swampish wetlands. It's going to take months for that to.
Right. And then when he gets there, do you know what he intends to do?
He picks up one note and picks up another. I have reports saying that they are now using some city elves as slave labor to dig out as much red lyrium as possible and then carry it there.
Right.
That's the elves that they took from Ostwick.
Yeah. Yeah. So, these elves who are transporting the red lyrium, do you know where they are located?
I believe I do. They're using an old dwarven deep roads entrance, somewhere just east. Yeah, just close to Markham.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually marked on the map there.
Mm-hmm.
Red mines.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's Markham, Buzz.
Okay. And so either we go to the Valley of Inogi and try to stop the liar from doing what he intends to do, or we try to stop the supply of red lyrium, or potentially both if we can.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
There are other things you may want to consider.
Which is?
Well, since we're now friends. Friends.
Uh-huh.
You understand me.
Why?
Why what?
Are you looking at me like that?
Well, because
Maybe it's your roguish nature. I don't know.
She's the most likely to survive this mess. You realize this, yeah? I mean, my brother, bless you, but you're far too kind. Like, you try to keep everybody happy. It's gonna get you killed, quite frankly. Although, your funeral is gonna be beautiful. So many people there. But you'll still be dead. And you, do you know what? I've done this before. I'm not gonna do this, but you get me. You understand me.
Sure.
She
Sure,
does.
yeah.
I don't even need her permission. Anyway.
Your point being...
Are you trying to say that we need to bury those elves in the tunnels
What?
to stop them from reaching the ritual
I
site?
don't think anyone said that.
Trastes, asshole. I am impressed. I would never have even thought of that. And I thought I was the evil one. Wow, Black City.
I know how evil works, even though I'm not evil.
Like evil is some sort of machine or...
Only evil people would say that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that didn't even cross my mind.
Yes, because you guys are completely innocent.
Oh, you
Never said that.
No. But you were saying there were other things we needed to take into consideration.
Okay, but don't be mad at me that I didn't mention it earlier, but I sent out some scouts to find out where the Lysmith family were, and I found out that they are currently under siege in well, there's a location in the southern areas. I do believe it was described as an old Andrastian chapel.
Mm-hmm.
They are currently held out there against what seems to be, well, what I thought was Red Templars, but now I'm not so sure.
Then what do you think they might be instead?
Well, it says Red Templars, but after what I just witnessed in there, I don't know what they are. Anything wearing a face mask. Excuse the face mask.
Could be Darkspawn, you mean, or...
Well, I'm not a Grey Warden,
Something
so I
else.
can't smell them like they can.
No, neither can I.
It gets
And the
you-
only Grey Warden we knew is now dead.
We should really bury that one. I heard,
Yes.
I read somewhere that Grey Wardens can turn into Darkspawn if you leave them out overnight.
Ugh.
I don't know if that's true necessarily, but she deserves a proper burial.
Good, we're agreed. Then we don't need to find out.
Mm.
So, we have enslaved elves transporting red lyrium
Yes.
From the red mines to
from
To
red-
the Valley of
yeah.
Inogi.
They're transporting it to Inogi.
Mm-hmm.
underground.
Yes.
Keth speaks up for the first time.
Yeah.
His mouth sounds dry, as if he's been, a bit stressed out. The army, they're situated just south of Markham, right?
Yeah.
They're preparing for a fight against what they think are Tevinter, and it's not Tevinter they're facing.
Mm-hmm.
They have no idea what they're dealing with. That's not gonna be a good fight.
No.
Their tactics are gonna be wrong. They don't even know how to defend against Darkspawn,
Mm-hmm.
especially Darkspawn that can think for themselves. Not to
Yeah.
mention, House Trevelyan.
Yeah.
The manor.
What about House Trevelyan?
Well, I mean, we did say that we would think about maybe going to find them.
This
I
is-
don't-
would send someone to
Yes.
help them because they were on the siege.
Your new friends, Jarvia, Adelina, those people, didn't they?
Yes, they were going with Talia and Kaida.
You do also recall that Kaida hasn't been in touch with Talia for a bit.
So maybe they're still working on that particular task.
Now, I'm going to speak out of character for a second so you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We are literally looking at another maybe 5-ish sessions.
Yeah.
And this is going to be done in this particular way.
Mm-hmm.
On the map, which I'll be linking for everyone soon enough, that I've drawn up there are 5 locations. And they are essentially 5 potential episodes. One of them is the final, which is referred to as the last flight of Kestrels.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to that one next time. But
We're not going to do that.
Side quests.
if you did, you would be lacking certain bonuses, and anything not dealt with in time, there will be a bad resolution for.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, there are, before that, there are 4 other potential things you can involve yourself with. You haven't got the resources to send anyone off to rescue them. You have to do it yourselves. You only have time to do 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, choices.
So what you have is, first of all, Storm Crow's Fall, which is the fate of...
Stormcross Rest.
That's what the place is. The episode's called Storm Crow's Fall. Think of this as like the war table with the
Yeah.
different...
Yeah.
Yeah? Storm Crow's Fall is essentially the fate of the Lysmith and the Rebels. You can get them 2nd or 3rd in. The longer it takes for you to get there, the harder it's going to be. But if you don't go at all,
Yeah.
and there are bonuses for going there 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. Okay? I did preparation, aren't I? A good boy. The other one is called Behind a Mask Pretty, which is the Markham army thing.
Yeah.
They are going to be engaging with an enemy which has hidden its true intentions.
Yeah.
So getting there ASAP is pretty useful. Elves' Fortune is the fate of the city elves of Ostwick. Rasa begged you to try and find them. And they are currently being forced to mine in the equivalent of radioactive conditions. Modest in Temper is the fate of House Trevelyan. And, of course, Last Flight of the Kestrels is the finale. So, you may now, in character, discuss what you want to do. Now, you can ask what...
Shakroka is in the army camp, isn't he?
Yeah.
If you want to ask something out of character, I would advise you do the T
Okay.
symbol.
Yep.
But otherwise, this is the last few episodes. You cannot save them all.
Well,
We need an army.
we do need an army, and we can't risk them falling apart just because they don't know what kind of enemy they're facing. And it's horrible to say this about my own kind, but the elves in the mines it's whether they live or die, I don't know if they're going to make the biggest impact on resolving this crisis.
Well, they can.
They
and
can.
we owe Raza
We do.
3 favors by now.
Yeah. This is a big one.
There is another option. This is speaking as the GM. You can decide to send an NPC to try and help resolve something.
Yeah.
However,
Okay.
there is a even chance that while they will resolve it, that NPC will die.
Yeah. We don't really have that many NPCs left.
No. You have...
Kaida and Keth.
let's,
right now.
let's be fair. If I end up having Kaida killed, I'm not going to be loved. I'm fairly certain I'm going to die. So let's not talk about Kaida in that
Yeah.
respect. Kaida and Talia are off the table for now. Keth, however, is not. Neither is Luna and Belisar.
True.
Although technically Belisar and Luna go as a team.
Yeah.
What about Oisan?
Oisan is with the army.
Well, I mean, it's not my favorite idea, but we could split up and go to separate locations to try to do things simultaneously.
You're going to be on your own, and it's going to be damn hard if you split the group. But if you manage it, it works. but there's a likelihood that you're going to get half results.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Everything's possible. It's just about likelihoods.
Yeah.
What? I mean,
I'm no diplomat.
I'm going to the army camp.
Mm-hmm.
but should we do that first, or should we try to get more resources from the other locations first?
Are any of these locations on the way to another location? Like, could we go to one, or head to one and then stop
we could
on the way?
stop by
Where
red
are we?
mines on our way to army camp, but
There will be bonuses for going in a straight line. Going back on yourself obviously will have detrimental results.
Where on the map
we
are
are
we?
here
We are here.
at the abandoned village.
The triangle
Mhm.
symbols are the
Yeah.
ones with the options.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are here.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the storm crows.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Trevellians.
Mm-hmm.
There's the red mine,
Mm-hmm.
army camp, and the ritual site, which is the final.
Yeah.
So that's the Lightsmith.
That's the
Lightsmith.
closest one to us, like, as the crow flies, but we'd have to pass through mountains to get there,
Yeah.
which might be tricky.
Yeah, about that, I've had reports of some Avar hunters in those mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they are some weird, well, it's just stupid. One of them apparently can turn into a gigantic boar.
Right.
That's how I think that this is. My men were smoking something at the time.
Kaida, when you turn into a dragon, how many people can you carry on your back?
Kaida's like, it's not really about how many people can climb on my back. It's about whether you can hang on.
Right, but let's say we could all hang on. How many of us could you take? All of us?
Well, 2 of you for every Keth. Oh, sorry. But to be blunt, I'm not a fucking horse.
No, I'm just asking if that is an option, because if that is an option, it would be easier to traverse the mountain range and get to the storm crows fast. It's just a question. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just asking if it's possible.
She starts muttering something in Elven that sounds like Mother God.
Understand it though.
I don't know, because I can. It's just one person on my back is a liability at the best of times. They have
Yeah.
to be trained to
Hold on.
to hold on, to work with it. But like other people, I'm in a dragon form. I'm not like some elegant bird in the sky. You know, it's like a cow with wings. So if someone falls off, they're dead.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
And I don't want to be responsible for that.
Yes, because Gaffy, you've done it before.
I've been a passenger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you're talking about it, Kaida's blushing. There was a gift
Mm-hmm.
because he does it very well.
Okay, we don't need any more details on that, please.
No.
No, I think we do. Tell all Gaffy. No, I'm kidding. Go on.
Well, I think we promised our army that we would lead them, and we owe it to them to do so. I can't justify not prioritizing them. If we don't, we've sent them to their deaths, most likely for nothing.
I'm going to. This is Balasar, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to. What?
The storm crows. Are they Templars or?
The Stormcrows was the given inquisitional cell name that was given to.
Keth's parents and
Yeah.
their allies.
They are basically just riffraff. Or
Peasantry. They are farmers. They are essentially all the farmers that picked up arms to defend the fields. I'm going to send a message to my my mistress for more reinforcements, but it requires me to go further north for a safer message point.
Mm-hmm. And then when you gain these reinforcements, then what? What happens
I believe if we're lucky, my mistress will come herself.
Who's she?
You wouldn't know her. She's regarded largely as a rather unsavory character in Tavine society. Mistress Grimaldi. She's an elf living in high society in Tevinter. So politically, she is like a person who never showers. But her work with the Angrini has been substantial.
Okay. That is unusual.
She is an unusual type. I have to
Grimaldi,
admit.
we're familiar with the name Grimaldi.
Oh yes, it's got some leverage, but I think she would be very interested in the events here. So if I send the missive or the message as soon as possible, we may be able to get some assets to Markham, maybe from north, heading south. That could give you the edge.
It could.
But we're not an army.
No, but if you're not an army, could you maybe instead send your reinforcements to the Red Mines to try to help the elves? And stop the flow of red lyrium?
Tavine's helping elves.
Yes, I know. The irony.
It's gonna be a fucking scandal.
If she is an elf.
Yes.
And she has...
I don't really think she cares much for elves, even if she is one.
You'd be surprised. I think I'm going to tell her what's happening and let her decide.
Okay.
If I am so presumptuous to tell her what to do, she will probably most likely do the opposite.
Do we know anything about how many elves there are in the tunnels?
Most of what was left of Raza's gang, I think.
I think they took all of the city elves.
The alienage
There
was
are
empty.
At least 10
They
score.
are very, very resourceful.
They
are
are.
thieves. They're at my level. Some of them. We can
But-
probably need them,
Yes, but if
and
they
they
have
will
no
follow us
hope.
because they know who we are. They will have hope because we will set them free. Then they have something to fight for. They know us,
That's a good point.
and they know that we owe Raza.
They know what's at stake, at least.
They do.
That's for sure.
But how much damage will they have been taken by now from the
Well,
red
that's-
They don't
lyrium?
care.
It's not about caring or not. It's whether
It's about
they
a
are
liability.
being able to fight.
That. It is that, yes.
Yeah.
You're looking at the sword on your back. You're quiet. I like the voice and the opinions of the quiet ones. They tend to offer new insights. What do you think?
I think that I am biased.
Oh, and these aren't? Don't be naive, everyone's biased.
I will go where you tell me to.
I appreciate that.
I don't. I don't at all. Are you gonna follow them into the fire and die? Do you have
If need be.
do you have no thoughts of your own?
It's not about having thoughts of his own, it's about loyalty. Than swore to protect Firil with his life.
This one?
Yes.
Are you
She
crazy?
saved him.
I mean that's all well and good and all, but
It's leveled. A long time ago, it's leveled for sure.
fair enough.
The point... I promised to lead that army. I can't break that promise. I really can't.
You have to decide what you have to do. I've done all I can to assist you, and I'm going to
I
continue.
appreciate it. We wouldn't know about this if it weren't for you.
Hey, if you find any more of that red lyrium cure, you know I'm always open for it.
I will see what I can do about it.
We just need to find a liar. He has the answer.
Well, just
apparently.
do me a favor. If it comes between saving my life and sparing his, kill that ugly.
He's dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
I do wonder whether he intends to survive anyway.
Keth, what do you think? I mean, the Stormcrows, that's your parents. I understand if you feel the need to go to their aid. But part of me thinks that they can handle themselves.
If I went over to my parents now, the most I could do is probably die with them. And although that is appealing on some levels, I think my mum would kick my ass in the afterlife.
She would, probably.
Yeah.
And
If-
then,
I can't put my family ahead of everyone else. I would never forgive myself, and neither would they. My teachers at the tower used to tell me that it's not rescuing the soldiers in distress, it's appreciating the enemy they tie down. At least that's the lie I'm going to tell myself, possibly for the rest of my life.
we all need to find ways to justify and rationalize all of this. I guess if I'm going to cast a vote, I vote for the elves in the mines and alerting the army. And,
I think we need to get a message to the army as soon as possible.
yeah. And then, what was the last option? Stormcrows or Trevellians.
They have basically aided this operation from the get-go. They are the reason that we are a thing.
If House Trevellians prevails, they can help us rebuild once this is all over.
You do recall as well when you left, you had the option to leave some more forces to help retake the city because it was getting messy, and you chose not to.
Yes.
So the fate of Lady Maldwin and the
Yeah.
ruling class is a big unknown right now.
Yeah, no. Actually, politically speaking, we need to make sure House Trevelyan survives because we don't know if any of the other nobles will, and we need someone who can help rebuild once all of this is over.
Why do we care about that?
I care. Our mission was to save and liberate Ostwick and the Free Marches from the control of the Red Templars. And that has been our goal from the start, and if we give it up now, then why were we even doing this to begin with?
Save the world.
Yeah, and we will, but it doesn't matter if we save the world if it's just chaos after we do. We need someone who can help stabilize and rebuild things, and I think that the House Trevelyan can do that. They've proven themselves to be good people over and over again.
So who are we leaving out?
The Stormcrows.
Stormcrows, unfortunately.
They might survive, they might not.
We owe Raza. We can't leave that oath unfulfilled. We have to alert the army because we made a promise.
City first.
City first.
Then we need to cut the red lyrium supply.
Yeah.
That should be high on the prioritization list.
So if it makes sense, we go to the mines, we cut off the red lyrium supply, we head to the army and alert them, and then Trevelyan.
Yeah, if you look at the map, that's basically maybe one of the more...
It makes more sense traveling-wise.
Yeah.
At the same time, we will end up pretty close to Enogi
Yeah.
traveling.
So it might give us enough time to get to Inogi before the liar actually realizes his plan. Hopefully.
It would be just in time, I would imagine, judging by this the way this storm is escalating. If I understand it correctly, he wanted to literally rain red lyrium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would contaminate the foodstuffs in the entirety of the waking sea.
Everything.
Starvation and contamination would be disastrous for Tevinter and for as far as the hissing wastes.
If we can keep as much red lyrium from getting to the valley as possible, that needs to be our first priority.
What's the fucking Inquisitor now, eh?
But
Not me.
Can we not send message to the army?
I mean, yes, we don't necessarily need to be there to send the message, but has anyone in the army fought Darkspawn before?
I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't go there, but we should send message ahead of us.
Yeah, I agree.
Can do that. No guarantee we'll get there.
Kaida could potentially do it if she goes ahead of us.
Well, everyone would see a freaking dragon go there, though.
Yeah, we would.
They would know something is up. They know we have a dragon on our team.
that's true.
Kaida's
I
not
could.
looking 100% either.
No.
I could dream send
To whom?
Are there
to
any?
one that I know that's there.
Who do you know?
Son, Shakokra.
Oh, you can certainly try. I have to admit, though, the Fade has not been very responsive to that. I've lost contact with some people. Something is blocking me.
Or one should ride ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
No flying, just riding.
if magic doesn't work and no flying doesn't work, then someone on a fast horse. And I mean,
I'm swift and silent.
you are.
Keth starts taking his armor plating off, just dropping it on the floor. I'll do it.
You'll do it.
I'll do it.
They would listen to Keth.
You
Yeah.
would.
Besides, if I stay too close here with my family within a ride's pace, I'll just start feeling
Guilty.
enough of that to go around. Takes his breastplate off, puts it down. Hey, whatever it takes, right?
Whatever it takes.
So, Keth, you're going to.
He'll
The
ride ahead
army.
to the army.
I'm gonna try and
Till
get
the
there as
time.
quickly as possible.
I'll go with you.
But you're the only one who's immune to red lyrium now. I mean, I'm possibly cured, so I'm not immune anymore.
We need
Yeah.
you at the mines.
We really need you at the mines. I'm sorry. I know you want to get to the army and to Shakroka, and
Hey. I'll make sure he's okay.
Thing is, though, also that any lyrium is more poisonous to mages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's
I'm
rough
not even sure I can go inside the mines.
There's not necessarily. You don't necessarily have to do that.
No.
We don't know what's there.
No.
We don't know how. We
But
shut
if it
down.
comes to it, Dan is the only one who can go in there without a huge risk to his life.
I mean, I could come with as well, but
Oh, that's right. You're
I'm already dying, so
yeah.
no offense.
That's
It's
true.
just, you know. But hey, if you want to be the hero as well, they say you're apparently immune. Looks very skeptical.
I don't know about that.
Well, at least it's not affecting you in the same way that it affects the rest of us.
I can hear the sword.
You couldn't before?
No.
Yeah, Neris, Lutra and Neris is with the army as well.
Yes,
Recall
Neris is
correctly.
with the army as well.
And this is like awakening. You're welcome. Anything you want me to tell Sakroka? Any message or letter or anything? I'm gonna sing him a song.
He takes out a small pouch. Give this to him.
Sure. He takes it with his new hand,
Newly
his
attached.
newly attached hand. Still gonna get used to this. I'll make sure he's okay. I'll stop him from doing out stupid. Alright?
Good luck.
Yeah, good point. You wanna swap? I'll go into the mine. You can look after him. Seems easier.
I mean, you could. You, as a Templar, you have been trained to resist lyrium.
Honestly, at this point, I don't think I can resist anything anymore. I don't think I'm really a Templar anymore. I'm
No,
just
that's
Keth.
true.
But I think cutting off the lyrium supply will help us in
Yeah.
the city anyway. So it
Yeah.
will help us
It
when
will
we're gonna
slow
deal
down
with
the
the army.
progress.
Yes.
You're right.
It is.
So for our sakes, for your sakes, for the sakes of everyone in the city, we should cut off the supply first.
Mine's first.
Mm.
Yeah.
And where do you want to decide where you're planning on going after that episode?
The army.
City.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
We're-
can change your mind, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes when we get to the mines, but the city and then
The
the
Trevelyan
Trevelyan's
Manor.
and then the final ritual.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
doesn't necessarily mean that we have like 4 sessions left.
No.
We do it until it's done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, these are just the arcs.
The plan.
Mhm.
And it might change. Suddenly we
part
go
of-
for Keth's parents instead. Who knows?
We don't know.
Nobody cared until I put on the lyrium. All that matters is our plan.
Mm-hmm.
You should do that in Cartman's voice instead.
He does. Carmen actually does sound like that when he's doing it. When he puts the mask on. It's brilliant. Mom, can I have some cheesy poops? That's Trevelyan. That's cool. Sweet. Keth's preparing his horse, and as he's doing this, he's turning to you and like, Kaida, watch your backs, yeah. That demon. I don't know which game he's playing, but he's not finished with you guys.
I'm counting on it. He's reaching for and touching his shoulder, Keth's shoulder, and sends a healing through to help you on your way.
It's kind of weird having it attached again. It kind of made me realise that it was never not there.
You always acted as if you had it though, the whole time when you didn't. So it's weird that you're saying that now. It's a little bit weird.
Now we cut to a scene where the arm was, every time it's happened, it was punching someone in the face or doing all these different things. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Or grabbing somebody, you know? It's just,
Yeah.
I feel squishy. Oh dear me.
Be careful.
Honestly, I'll be fine. I think the worst is behind me.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
He gets on the horse.
If you die, I will come into the Fade and kill you again.
Me too. I will find a way.
I will live forever.
Cool.
Good.
He doesn't spend a second to wait and just rides off. You can hear his horse going pell-mell down the... It's the only sound you can hear. And as he goes off into the distance, the only sounds you have left is... well, apart from the wind and the trees, the sound of like the occasional whiplash of rain, and also Luna, who is currently like panting or breathing. Throughout this whole thing, she's been just sitting there, kind of trying to get her breath back.
Well, as soon as Keth is gone, Valeth will be like, okay. And then she'll turn around and walk over to Luna and sit down and say, I know that wasn't easy. Thank you for helping Keth. And would you like me to cast a regeneration spell or a healing spell on you? Do you need it?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm...
You look exhausted.
I could definitely do with some sleeps.
You look paler than usual.
Yeah. I take her hands.
You look dumber than usual.
I take her hands and then I cast a rejuvenation spell on her.
No, I did not consent to this. No, oh, fine.
We care about you. It's just... things are complicated. And I understand. I'm glad you found Belisar. He seems like he's good for you.
He keeps calling himself Discount Gaffy. Like it's funny.
Yeah. They're not the same.
No, they're definitely not.
So what are you going to do now? Are you going to stay? Are you going to join us at the mines?
Well, I'm keeping Belisar alive as long as I can.
If he's going with us, I guess you're going with us.
Yeah, but I'm not a Kestrel.
That's fine. You don't have to be.
Good. It's a stupid bird. It's like a discount eagle.
Well, we didn't choose the name, okay?
You could have changed it at any point. That's the problem I have with you.
That's not how it works.
No, it is. You can do like anything. You can change your own name. You can like stop being stupid and all this stuff. And you always like just follow the rules. And you have to do all of these promises and do the right thing.
Yeah, if you don't like the way my personality works, then I don't understand why you keep hanging around us.
Because I'm me when I'm around you. Duh.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not around you, then I might start acting like you.
Oh, what a tragedy.
The worst. Besides, I haven't got anything better to do, and this is where all the action is. Now, I'm going to go inside that hut over there, because that's the only hut that hasn't had anyone die in it. like ever, so far, and I'm going to sleep for about 2.5 hours. No longer, no less. And then maybe when I wake up, I won't hate everyone so much. She gets up and like realizes that her dress is covered in blood, like mostly other people's.
I think that needs a wash. But maybe we should all have some rest and then.
Where's a Mabari when you need one? I've heard they're really good at getting rid of blood.
And then head to the mines, I guess.
Ugh, you know, this is the shitty thing about being the only girl in a group.
No, we have to bury Leclerc. We can't go to bed or do anything before we bury Leclerc.
Who?
The Grey Warden. Our friend who died. I gestured towards Leclerc's corpse outside.
Oh, she's dead now.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Oh, clever.
She wasn't really alive when we got here. She was just holding on.
For someone who hangs around with this group, she points to all of you, and encounters death on near a daily basis, you know very little about death. But I know very little about sleep, and I'm going to get myself reacquainted.
Okay, you do that.
Belisar, help me sleep. Oh.
Sure, they're gonna sleep.
Sure.
Should we build a pyre for her?
Well, it's either that or dig a hole.
I would rather burn her.
True.
Yes. Before
Let's
the
build
earth
a pyre.
filled with red.
And she's not enough.
No, that's true.
I think she would rather go off.
Is there any alcohol?
Blaze of glory.
Yeah.
We will sing her name, we will get shit-faced, and we will watch the pyre burn and honor her name. I think that's how Leclerc would like it to be.
Pretty sure she still has some alcohol on her.
We should see if we find some.
Lutrigem says that burning is Andrastian.
Yes.
And I think she was Andrastian.
Yeah, I think so.
Albeit not a very good Andrastian.
No.
Hey, that isn't a communical matter, and that is for Andraste herself to decide.
But yeah.
I think we should find some wine, some proper Erdlesian wine.
Yeah.
That would have been nice for her.
Sure, let me go around the corner to the shop.
Well, have you forgotten a thing? Did you see the stash back before we left? The room I had?
What?
The room I had. I got... Bogart, you met Cousin Bogart, right? He packed all the things down for me, and he singled out stuff that was important to me to bring. And of course he packed one. Yeah.
Are you suggesting we're going back to Ostwick?
No, she has some in her bags, she thinks. Right?
Bogart packed down things for me, notes and things that he thought would be important for me to bring, and I did.
Where do you have it then?
That's not up to you, drunken boy. I've seen what you've done with drinks before. My stash is
Are you
secret.
offering it or not?
I am not offering just yet. I just say that I have it.
Just go find it.
I will.
See what he packed.
I will.
I'll go rummaging around in the huts to see if there's any other kind of alcohol nearby.
I'll start building a pyre.
Yeah.
I do believe that's investigation.
Yeah, probably.
You smell check.
You mean searching?
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a searching. That's on perception.
There's like 30 different skill sets in this game.
Nice. Let's see. Okay, so I'm really good at looking for alcohol, by the way. That's 15,
Motivation, yo.
20.
Wow.
Yeah, 20.
Wow. She finds all the alcohol.
All the
If there's
alcohol.
alcohol here, she finds it.
You find, funnily enough, in the corner where the apothecary was working, there is a crate filled with hay, and inside this crate are 4 bottles of Scythe Black 9.10, and a note written by the apothecary, scribbled like he was attacking it with a knife. That's how he writes, like most doctors. Writes that this is not medicinal. I cannot use this, idiots.
Well, this looks promising. I'll just grab all those bottles and bring them outside.
The wax seals haven't been opened.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can we use these? Are these good? I don't know anything about wine or spirits.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty.
that'll do.
Alright. Well, we have alcohol. Valeth will try to help Van build a pyre, so she'll just carry the little sticks.
I think Feral has
Matchsticks.
one bottle that's really, really cool and fine that she will bring out that's special with a special emblem. Yeah, I don't know how. You drink it, you get drunk. That's all.
It's her lesion.
It's her lesion.
Do you want to roll a culture roll?
Yeah.
I do. I want to roll something other than stealth.
12, 13, 14, 16. Double.
You do know that this has got a two-headed goat symbol on it, which is associated, you believe, with royalty.
Nice.
As in, this particular winemaker had actually gotten executed because of the two goat symbol. It was his apparent crazy dream was to make his wine famous. So, as a bit of a strange Orlesian ploy, he made it so that it insulted the, let's say, the bloodline quality of the current emperor.
And it got him killed.
Got him killed,
Cool.
which also meant that when the emperor tried to destroy all copies of this wine, it made the surviving copies dangerous and exceptionally priceless. And almost as a nod to him, it's still forbidden in Olay.
Awesome.
Sounds like the perfect wine for Leclerc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feral has a big grin. She keeps her bottle and that's what she does when she comes out. And she helps build the fire.
That's what Pearl does when she comes out. Wait.
Valet may notice when Than kind of takes off the bulk of his armor and rolls up his sleeves that he has a red leather band around his wrist that he hasn't had before, or like before we met up with the army.
Right. So she'll look at it and be like, well, that's new. What's that for?
It's from him.
From?
Him.
From him. Like a
Crow.
token of, like, appreciation? Or...
Yeah. Kinda. It's apparently a Canary thing. I'm not.
Does it mean anything special?
I think he said something about returning.
That's
Something
nice.
about.
Fan and Chakroka sitting in a tree. Kissing.
Right
And-
now, I wish.
Mm-hmm.
And right about that, Gaffy's throwing at your feet a lot of wood and like, keep working. And goes back to fetch more wood.
Yeah. Violet like tries to pick up a big log and kind of like just drags it after her.
Oh my god! You just resembled his father. That was such a Ness thing to do.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a very nice thing to do.
Yep.
Somewhere in some divine location, the spirit of Ness is like, that's my boy!
I knew you would make your father proud one day.
Now go and shove your sword up that mage's butt. To Vinton Slaver's butt. Actually, Kaida is going to have a conversation with you once these two have finished their shit.
Yeah, we finished.
Yeah.
We're just building the pyre.
Yeah.
And Feral is getting drunk.
No.
Not yet.
She's
Not
building
yet.
the pyre. She's just carrying a little bit bigger sticks than Valeth is. Because she can, she's stronger.
Technically
So-
speaking, I
Dan
should make you
probably
make like
gives-
an architecture roll to see if the pyre doesn't collapse the second you put it. But I'm not going to do that.
Well, she loves architecture.
Yeah.
She would have known.
Oh my
Engineering.
Yeah.
We've been building up to this.
Triangles are the most sturdy construction.
Yes.
god. Well, actually, I mean, I should make the other two roll to see if they get pissed off with you for
For being an obsessive know-it-all.
Yeah.
But Feral knows that she knows architecture, and this is actually
Yeah.
for this is for good
Useful.
reason. This is useful, so she
Fine,
wouldn't get
just-
annoyed.
Just lift the things, okay? That's what you're good at. Leave
Yeah.
leave this to me.
Dan
okay?
is just like, okay, where do I put this?
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you think Valith is more like the old...
No. She will delegate because she is not strong enough to build this pyre. So she will like, okay, so if you place those there and you put that over there, and then now we have structural support, you know. That
Farrell, what are you doing? Put that out of your mouth.
Exactly.
Not for consumption.
Yeah.
Oh, they can get wet from the fire, right?
So that's what we're doing. So things almost probably feel a little normal for us right now.
Yeah.
It's like a tiny space of normal. And then I guess we place Leclerc carefully on top of it.
Yeah. Building pyres for dead friends is normal.
It's actually the first time you've managed to have the chance to do a proper funeral.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get the chance with Dupont.
Mm.
You didn't get the chance with Adrian.
Yeah.
Didn't I bury it?
Yes, you did.
You did, but it wasn't...
We didn't have a ceremony because at the end we
No.
got interrupted by
Pretty much.
assholes.
And we weren't there anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
burning down the house 300. Anyway, point is, this is kind of a solemn affair, and once again, she's brought you together under almost a kind of, if not a bit bittersweet, but also a happy moment.
Mm.
You could almost hear her laughing at you all for being idiots.
Idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Idiot. But you do also find some, I wouldn't say bandages, but the equivalent. Wraps, material or cloth to wrap her form in.
And then dunk it in alcohol.
Which she would have enjoyed.
She dies as she lived, drenched in alcohol.
Yep.
Yep.
So I guess we once everything is done, we light the pyre and
I think Frill wants to say something.
Oh yeah, I
first.
think we all want to say a few words. So
before
once
we light it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
So we'll just light a torch and then we'll line up in front of the pyre with bottles opened. So and then we'll just take turns saying things if we want to say something. So Farrell, do you want to start?
Sure. I found this amazing bottle. You see those goat heads right here?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the rarest wines that you can have. It's actually banned from Arlay.
Oh.
Because the guy who made this, apparently, because of the goat heads, made fun of some royal douchebag, which is in its place, I think, which got him beheaded for it. So there's only, I think it was only produced, like 300 bottles maybe? I don't know how many bottles a keg produces, but it was a keg. Anyway, doesn't matter. So this baby is practically priceless. And wouldn't it be cool if this was for Leclerc at her last moment? Only she would know. And the Fade, I guess, if you believe in that stuff, would know how this tastes.
We can only hope.
I'm rolling for resurrection here. I'm just aha! My ploy worked! Give it to me!
So what Farrell does is that she opens the bottle and then she just pours it, the whole lot on Leclerc. So no one will ever get to drink it except for her. So she just stands there for about like 5 minutes, pouring.
Dousing Leclerc in expensive wine.
Yeah.
Priceless wine.
It is
Yeah,
priceless.
wine.
I mean, if we sold this, it would probably get us set for life. To Leclerc.
Yeah.
One hell of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
The best of the best.
Yeah. I guess we never really got to say goodbye to any of our friends, so this is for all of those that we've lost during this whole crazy affair. But especially for Leclerc, who always knew how to make us smile and laugh and could save the day when no one else seemed to be able to. Even her last act, before she let go, made it possible for us to continue. So Valis will just lift the bottle and like, to Leclerc.
To Leclerc.
You will be sorely missed, and whenever we drink, we will think of you. And then she takes a huge swig of the bottle.
Instantly drunk.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
She had practice with Keth's mom, so...
Yeah, but I mean the scythe is really strong, right?
It's like the most potent port wine,
Yeah.
as I understand it.
So yeah, that. Does anyone else want to say something before we light the pyre?
I didn't get a chance to know her all that well in the brief time that we spent together, but she often tried to help me get to know my dad better. I'm not sure half of it was true though, but I think she kind of made him up to be more than he was. I think she liked him a lot.
She did.
And what I knew of her, I mean, she was a decent person, even though she was alcoholized most of the time. Yeah. I'll take the drink for Leclerc.
Mm-hmm. For Leclerc.
I think it's only appropriate that we give her a fucking drinking song send off.
Mm-hmm.
And then start singing Take Back the Sky. Now gather you drunkards, that's how these begin. The song of our heroes of wars and our kin. Well, now the fight's ours and none of us cowards will drink to all ours, 'cause we know we can win. They cut into heaven and called it a door. The herald will lead us to even the scar. We'll take back the sky and we'll give them the floor. We'll take back the sky and we'll give them the floor. And then he continues on with the verses until they get more and more shit-faced.
Yeah. Every time you sing, we'll show them the floor. Everyone hoists the bottle and drinks.
Yeah, we light the pyre and we dance.
Yeah.
Like everyone kind of. I think Phil will start taking Gaffy. You know, when you lock them in your arm and you just jump around and then
Skipping.
and then you kind of change to your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll all do that.
I'm gonna sing the last bit because it's funny as fuck. He cut into heaven, I'll sing it once more. Inquisitor, lead us to even the score. We'll take back the sky and we'll give him the floor. We'll take back the sky and feed him his lie. Then black his foul eye, let all arrows fly. And then we'll have pie and die. We'll take back the sky and we'll give him the floor. And they probably all just fall down.
Yeah.
While this was going on, both Kaida and Belisar are sitting next to each other, and Belisar is drinking, although he puts his mask up while he's doing it like this, and you notice that it's starting to have an effect because his mask doesn't always go back down correctly. And Kaida turns to him and goes, what?
You mean Luna?
Nope, Luna's asleep. This is Kaida.
Luna's asleep. This is Kaida, yeah.
Kaida's just like...
Despite all of the horrors that's gone on over the last day, all of the revelations, all of the dangers ahead, the evening comes to a close, and the pyre burns as it normally should for several hours until there's nothing left. And you actually have the opportunity under the broken sky to actually get possibly your last good night's sleep.
That's probably what we do.
And I hate myself for saying this, but we're gonna leave it there.
But
Oh, what?
You said Kaida needed to have a chat.
You really want that?
Sure.
All right, we're gonna go for that then. Okay.
yeah,
that's
well,
fine.
while you're drunk, that's a good place
Except
to do
Kaida.
it. Yeah.
Except for Kaida.
Ryudai says, didn't Kaida call alcohol poison?
Yes.
Yeah.
She doesn't drink, I guess.
Yeah,
She doesn't
Kaida probably doesn't drink, but it's easier for her to have a conversation with Gaffy if he's shit.
Yeah, because she's
So
probably thinking
while
it's funny.
while I have you like this, a few questions.
So everyone else has like kind of like gone to
Dispersed.
beds and dispersed, and then
Crawled.
Kaida approaches Gaffy probably.
I think you should. Yes, you should definitely sleep next to me tonight. I have to keep an eye on you.
Sure.
Besides, I remember things when I'm with you, and I need to remember some things
What do you mean?
about the demon and Talia and stuff that happened before. Being near you helps me remember.
Do you mean what I asked you about earlier?
Yes.
Have you gotten any more memories back?
Mostly emotions, voices, bits and bobs, but it's coming back slowly. But I know that this isn't going away easily. We should probably stop running from it.
You mean the demon?
Yeah. Let's save the fucking world and then go kill this demon. If we can do both at the same time, then that would be good.
Indeed.
But I think I know you from before. And that makes no sense, but
I felt the same way about you.
so we're agreed then. You and me are gonna sleep next to each other tonight. Just next to each other.
Of course.
Okay? I know what you're like when you're drunk.
What?
Farrell told me everything.
Feral is probably like piggybacking Fan and calling out charge towards the bedrolls.
Yes.
And then jumping off, doing like an impressive but not elegant roll and just landing on a
No.
bedroll.
Oh, of course.
She does this while you guys are having this conversation. You just hear charge, dun, 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 stop, and then she
And
just
it's
jumps off and she rolls into her bedroll face first, so her feet just sticks out.
Kind of like Rick when he's drunk and comes home and plonks in the couch.
That was it's a lot more difficult to do on the beds. This anyway. Yeah, she at that point she holds onto your arm and doesn't let go for the rest of the evening.
Cutie.
Yeah, I guess Gaff is like that.
I know that face.
One eyebrow. Oh dear me. But yes, I will leave that there.
Yeah.
We now know where we're heading.
Mhm.
To the end. And from here on out, decisions will cause pros and cons.
To the end.
To the
To
end.
the end.
To the end.
Now, once again, as normal, thank you for indulging us and joining us for this episode. Apologies again for the delay. It's a bit of a feeling, isn't it, knowing that there's
Yeah.
like 4 things left to do.
Yeah.
Not 5,
It's
not
weird.
loud. I've heard some rumours about Dragon Age 4 being close to being created, so that could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to be making their characters as their protagonists when the game comes out?
Totally.
Oh my god. Is there a dialogue option for
They need to
actually?
They need
I
to
wish.
offer half Canaries though.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, bless. If anyone, the amount of time you spend on the character creation bit of any RPG, if there is a way, you'll find it. They spend more time on the character creation than the actual game.
Yeah, now they just need to add romanceable dwarves and we're good.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Scout Harding.
Yes.
Brrr.
Yeah, you could romance Scout Harding in one of the DLCs, but that's kind of like,
Not the same.
not the same.
Cheat.
Cheat. Yeah. So I guess
Clubs.
we're gonna say thanks for watching and
Clubs.
Mhm.
Clubs.
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 We have a Fateful Fumble
Oh,
fan
yeah, yeah,
group.
yeah.
You're not already in it?
We have a fan group on Facebook, which is called Fateful Fumble Fan Group, so you can join there. We
And
post news and
Discord.
links and things, and then Tanya will tell you about Discord.
Yes.
we do have a Discord server which you can join and talk to fellow fans.
Dorks.
And you can talk to us whenever we're online. You can talk to that guy who's never online.
I've been there.
Rarely.
I have internet.
Once.
I mean, we could be more active in there, but we're trying.
I'm almost daily on.
Yes.
So you can talk to me and shit talk all of these guys.
Yeah,
and
She's
their
our
characters.
representative.
Just at us, we'll answer.
It always says that I'm online, but I never are. So
Just so you know.
Eternally.
Kind of
okay.
like Feral.
Yeah.
I've also turned off
Lucky
all
looks.
sounds on Discord, so if you at me, won't help.
Yeah, I had to do that. It was just pinging all
Yeah.
the time.
Mm.
I was like, Tanya, stop it! But, actually, it wasn't funny. But I will say this much though: the Minecraft server that Tanya and Rick makes things, and Uri and a number
Yeah,
of others,
that's
that the list
fantastic.
goes on, is amazing. It
Yeah.
contains so much cool stuff, especially from the series.
Yeah, well, Rick makes stuff. He has made the equine house. He has made a lot of sewer systems.
Is that a series now?
There's
Mhm.
sewers.
Is there a dragon in the series?
There's no dragon yet, but there's a dragon on top of one of Kaida's buildings.
Aw.
Or,
Mhm.
you know, Uri's
So
buildings.
if you're into Minecraft, join our Minecraft server.
Yeah, you can visit Sunniva's shit house. That's my that's my dirt hut. Haven't been there for several
Well,
months.
it's not dirt now, it's stone.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
changed it.
you
Anyway,
changed it.
it's,
Squatters' rights.
there's a basement there too where I have a sauna, and then there's a red room that's for other things.
Basically, she has shithouse 1.0 and she has shithouse 2.0.
yeah.
And a sex dungeon. So there you go.
I mean, if you're looking for houses on the market, it's definitely going to catch your eye reading Shithouse and Sex Dungeon. It's going to be like, interesting. I am curious.
And terrified.
I'm also terrified.
And of course, you can follow us on Instagram at Fateful Fumble and on Twitter at Fateful Fumble and Twitch, obviously. And we have a YouTube channel where we put all our live streamed episodes up, and we do have podcasts that we also publish. But the podcast is like a year and a half behind the live streams, so
It is
COVID.
fun to listen to the old
yes,
stuff.
it is.
though.
it is. It really is.
Like,
Uh,
tidied up.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
no farts
Yeah.
or coughing
The
or
reason why
crisps.
I got the whole the apothecary is the main bad guy
Oh,
is
here we-
because I went back and re-listened.
I've been dropping hints,
Yeah,
like a little bit, but not too much, for quite a while.
yeah.
And I'm rather proud of myself for keeping that a secret. But the second
Yeah.
I did it, I think Sunniva threw something at me. Oh, it was a look. That was what it was. Yeah,
She
that was.
threw a look up at you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we won't be back in June, but I don't know when we'll be back.
First week in July, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly.
We
Yeah.
aim to do it as regularly as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks, if not.
Yeah.
We will get a date out.
We're
soon-
not taking a
soon as
summer
possible.
vacation from this, bitches.
No, we're in it to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least you'll have some entertainment this summer.
I'll get that
Yeah.
map up for you guys who are interested soon enough, and the world build stuff that's being worked on will be returned to. So if you've been involved in that, keep your eyes open on
Yeah.
the Discord and on the Facebook group. Otherwise, stay faithful.
Stay
Stay
faithful.
Bye.
And you need to end the stream break.
That's my job.
Yes,
Means
it
I can do it
is.
before I start. Like.
Yeah, you just press the end stream thing.